After a failed comeback on Thursday, the green and gold finally got it done last night in Arlington. Down 5 runs in the 8th inning, Bob Melvin and the boys rallied for 7 runs under the Texas sky as they took game 1 of this 10-game road trip in dramatic fashion. Tonight, the A's have a tough task at hand as they face the Rangers ace, Nick Martinez. The 24-year-old has been sensational so far, allowing only 1 earned run this season. It's game 2, A's, Rangers, and it's coming up next. We are at Globe Life Park as the road trip continues. We're in Arlington, Texas for game 2 of the series. One of the heroes from last night, Mark Canha, he's back in the lineup tonight. And that's who the A's will face tonight. Nick Martinez having a sensational start to this 2015 season. So, ball game's coming up. It's the A's and the Rangers right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Lots of heroes last night. One of them was Mark Canha. He had a home run, a couple of RBIs. And Ray, it looks like this young man is starting to make the proper adjustments. We're seeing him hit the ball to right field. His home run was that way, and that's a good sign for him.
You know, he better, because it's an adjustment for any player at this level, especially a young player. Remember, he started so great regular season. He came back on Thursday, hit a 2-run home runs against Richards. That helped the A's almost come back and win a ball game. But what he did last night, they did nothing for 7 innings. In the 8th, he led off with a home run opposite field. That's a 5-1 game. He figured the Rangers still had a chance, but they ended up scoring 7 runs, the 1st and the 7th, driven in by Mark Canha. Had a tremendous inning, just that 1 inning, but he has made the changes. Probably going to make a pretty good ball play.
Now, of all the starting pitchers in Major League Baseball, the guy with the lowest ERA is Nick Martinez, Ray. He's been great, and you wonder if the fact that he was able to pitch a whole season last year at a very young age in the rotation, maybe that helped coming into this year.
And, you know, I think also he has to have learned from Kobe Lewis, who last night pitched against the A's, did a great job for 6 innings. This young man follows him. Similar type of pitcher, lots of changeups, a lot of breaking pitches. He is a very successful pitcher, and I agree with you, Kuiper. Last year, he had the chance to pitch. He's pitched well against the Athletics. They'll need to try to do something a little different tonight, especially they couldn't do it last night against Kobe Lewis. Same type of pitcher tonight.
All right, the A's will send the lefty Drew Pomeranz to the mound. Pomeranz will be looking for his 2nd win of the season. So the A's win in dramatic fashion last night. They'll try to keep it rolling tonight in game 2 of the series. Lineups and first pitch when we come back to the ballpark.
is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Jack's hottest sandwich is back. Head to Jack in the Box for Jack's Blazing Chicken Sandwich. By Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places. And by DraftKings.com. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com with the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Enter promo code SLIDER for free entry.
We are back at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas on a beautiful night for baseball, and the Rangers take the field wearing the red tops and white pants tonight. A's will be wearing the green tops and gray pants. Let's check out the game time weather. It's presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free. Visit online for park hours at beachboardwalk.com. 80 degrees and a little more breezy tonight, but the temperature is just fine with us. So a very nice night, but a little windy. That is Billy Burns. He's back in the big leagues, and he's leading off tonight. Let's look at the rest of the A's lineup. Burns, Simeon, Reddick, Butler, Davis, Laurie, Canna, Begley, and Sogard. There's your A's lineup for tonight.
As we detailed, Nick Martinez, pretty good season, pretty good start to his career, as he is 2-0 with a 0.35 earned run average. We showed in our open. The assortment of pitches, he will not give in a lot of times with a fastball. Good curveball, slider, changeup, an assortment of pitches, not overpowering, but very similar to that of Kobe Lewis last night, who gave nothing to the A's for 6 innings.
Defense for Nick Martinez tonight as Smolensky in left, Martin in center, Chu in right. On the left side, it's Belcher and Andrus. On the right side, it's Odor and Blanks. And Chirinos is your catcher. So Chirinos has thrown the ball down to second base, and we're set for baseball. And Billy Burns steps in the box. Billy Burns is back in the big leagues because of all this. Burns recalled from AAA. R.J. Alvarez recalled from AAA. Cody Ross designated for assignment. And Eric O'Flaherty was placed on the disabled list, left shoulder strain. So some moves made today by the Athletics. And Billy Burns hits the first pitch he sees hard past Andrus into left center for a base hit.
That's a leadoff hitter there.
That's the way to do it.
First pitch hitting, and Billy Burns, of course, we saw his speed, and he did not wait around. Remember, he's a switch hitter. He's learned to hit left-handed because of his speed. He shows it there, and I think everybody on this field shocked, maybe including broadcasters, that he was swinging the first pitch, just getting called up. He was on the bus coming out this afternoon, the second bus. Had his bags, carrying them in. Welcome to the big leagues. They were in Round Rock, as he came a short flight from Round Rock to join the club here.
Round Rock, just a couple hours away. So here's Marcus Semien. So looking at those transactions, Ray, O'Flaherty wasn't sharp this year, and maybe that's why the shoulder bothering him a little bit.
He actually said before the game, because nothing really said, and I had read that he's experiencing some left shoulder problems. He said, yeah, it's been bothering me, and of course you never want to look at that as an excuse, and he did not want to. But
Semien down the left field line, it's fair. Billy Burns digging for third, he'll stop there. Semien with a double and a good start for the A's.
Well, last night Marcus Semien attempted down the right field line to hit a couple of balls that could have been doubles, just foul. So this time takes a pitch that's on the inside part of the plate, pulled it. Billy Burns had started to run, did not, and was not going to be able to score anyway, as Walensky got to the ball quickly down the left field line. So a nice start for the Athletics after finishing very well last night in the 8th inning.
So that'll bring up Reddick, double number 7 for Semien.
Look at Jordan Baker behind the plate. He's like a man among men standing up behind him.
He's a big fella.
When he stands up straight, look how big he is.
He's got to be 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, I looked it up because, as you mentioned, Tim McClellan was the tallest, and Jordan Baker in that category. He's behind the plate. He was at first last night whenever the important call was made with Brett Lord to play. I thought it was interesting. Josh Reddick brought the lineup card out for the A's. Now, as a position player, how do you argue when you're shaking hands with 4 umpires? But also bringing the lineup card out with Jeff Bannister. I wonder if he intentionally did it to have a few words about last night's call. I have seen managers, and I'm sure you have as well, who get ejected taking the lineup card out because it's spilled over from the previous game.
Sure.
And they make sure that they get their point across, and you're standing home plate. All of a sudden, you see an umpire just throw up his hand and say, "You're gone." And I guess he got his money's worth.
2-1 to Reddick. Should get a run home, and it'll move a runner up. So a very productive out for Reddick. Give him an RBI. Give the A's a 1-0 lead. Now, the play we're talking about, this was the check swing on Laurie in the 8th inning. And it would have been strike 3.
Watch the top head of the bat. That's the key. And you also know the plate. His stride is a very long stride. And Red Laurie said it could have gone either way. It went his way, and 9 pitches, 9 pitch at bat, 9th pitch, a bullet down the right field line.
So if he's called out there, the inning's over.
The inning's
and
over.
The A's are trailing 5-4. So it was a huge call, and it went the A's way. Beltre backhands, flips home, and Semien is out. Nice play by Adrian Beltre. He fielded it cleanly, and he knew he had just enough time to not necessarily have to really rush his throw, and he made a good throw to Chirinos, who tagged out Semien.
Well, he's going on contact. Semien was. As soon as contact was made, he took off, and he did slide, and again, Chirinos catching the ball and then going in front. And I think what's going to happen eventually, instead of that just an easy slide and an easy out, you're going to see more base runners with the catcher holding the ball. It's going back the old style, and that's trying to dislodge the ball out of his catcher's mitt, and that is allowable if the catcher has the ball. I don't know that that rule has been explained completely. That's a big run that the A's did not get.
So Ike Davis steps in. Butler now the runner at first. So Don Baylor get thrown out, taking the lineup card out when he was the manager of the Rockies. Entertaining. The curve, good pitch. Martinez drops it in for a strike, so he's ahead of Davis, 1-2. Martinez, 24 years old, 18th round draft pick of the Rangers back in 2011. 6'1", 200 pounds. Went to Fordham University in New York City. Grew up in Hialeah, Florida.
Martinez 7 innings against the A's early in the season. Did not give up a run, just 2 hits in the 7, or 4 hits in the 7 innings. Already given up 2 hits tonight and a run.
Well, that's just the second earned run that he has allowed this year. Thus the 0.35 ERA coming in.
But does he know it's May? Maybe
it's going to find out.
You have a player or a team that does well for 6 months, and then you know they're good, because to sustain that over the course of a 162 game schedule, 6 months, a lot of traveling.
Right at Beltre, side retired. So Davis, a line drive the other way into the glove of Beltre. A run on 2 hits for the A's. Bottom of the first coming up. Rangers lineup. They did come to bat here in the bottom of the first. Martin Andrus, Prince Fielder. Fielder's going to DH again tonight. Then Beltre, Blanks, Chu, Chirinos, Smolinski, and Odor.
Drew Pomeranz making the start for the Athletics. His 5th of the season. Won his first. That was against Seattle. And unfortunately, the last 3 have not been as good for him. So the lefty trying to do something against a team that you'd like to forget what happened last year, especially mid-June. But he is pitching and pitching out of the stretch. So Yu Darvish, who's on the disabled list, Tommy John surgery, can look at Drew Pomeranz and say, I do that also. I start out of the stretch and pitch exclusively that way. So good to see Drew. Be nice to get him back on the winning track. Get a run in the first inning, which the A's did.
First pitch to Leonis Martin is a fastball, a little bit low. Pomeranz has faced Seattle, Houston, the Angels, and then Houston again so far this year. It's interesting. Martin took a little glance at Laurie. So 1-1 the count. Laurie is in a step on the grass. Bounces this one over the bag at second. Simeon's right there. Watch his eyes, Greg. Watch this. Here's the third baseman. Yep. All right.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep. That's it. Good shot.
So he took a quick glance, and he's a very good bunter.
He's the one who bunted against Casimir and started in Oakland.
So I think I'm sure he, being such a good bunter, he knows the third baseman's going to play in. Right. It's a matter of how far is he.
Right. Yeah, you know, there are times too that you can watch the hitter's eyes and he'll look back to see a location of a catcher. And that's usually when he gets drilled too. I mean, as far as a bunt, that's good. That's smart on his part. Big shot.
You also see catchers look at the feet of the hitter a lot. And I guess what? They're just seeing where they are in the box. Is it that simple?
A hitter will tell you what he's trying to, as far as opening up and his stance at the plate.
And you see catchers do that quite often.
Yeah. Catchers will also, as they're given a sign, look at the hitter, look at his face, and see if he's looking back. But the feet, at times, if a guy's pitched inside, you might see the left foot open up a little bit more, looking inside.
Looked like Andrus swung at it.
That's right.
And he did.
Thank you.
That's a good call by Andy Fletcher. It was kind of a little half swing.
Well, Fegley's got to immediately ask. He just catches this and throws it back, but you know that is a swing, and unless he said it verbally, because you don't want to let that go by. Appeal it. You never know what you'll get.
Sharp breaking ball blocked by Fegley. 2-2 the count.
Now Fegley, as we have mentioned, working extensively with Marcus Jensen, the A's coach and catching coach, and Fegley does a very good job of blocking balls in the dirt, as he showed there. That was with 2 strikes, an important block.
Simeon again throws in time. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first for Prince Fielder. Here's the A's defense tonight. Canna, Burns, and Reddick in the outfield. Laurie, Simeon, Sogard, and Davis on the infield. Fegley is your catcher. So Prince Fielder steps in. So Ray, I got a blocking balls question for you. Does it help the catcher blocking balls if he's not a tall catcher? Fegley's not a tall guy.
Closer to the ground.
He's probably 5'10".
Yeah.
I mean, at the most, he's kind of stocky.
Yeah,
it seems like it would be harder to be a good ball blocker if you were a tall catcher.
Right. The one that has always impressed me with his height was Sandy Alomar Jr., who was about 6'4". He was tall, but he got down low. But Fegley is I mean, the technique is the most important thing, and the key word in blocking balls is the block part. You want to try to block instead of catch. And if a catcher goes down and comes up, he's trying to scoop a ball, and that opens up the middle between his legs, and that's usually when the ball scoots through. So if you go down, just slam the catcher's mitt on the ground, cup your shoulders, and let the ball hit softly off your chest protector. Keep it close to you. That's the true definition of blocking. But you're right about the height. The closer you are to the ground, the better you are. That's a swing. I fouled it back. I was going to say that. But I asked Mike Gallego one time, because Mike, what is about 6'2" or something?
Oh, 6'3" he is now.
But I asked him one time, and Prince Fielder trying to hold up, but did foul it back. But I asked him about playing second base at his height. And I prefaced it before. I didn't want to stun him and make it sound bad, so I asked him before, and he said, I like it because I'm close to the ground.
Sure.
And he said, the closer I'm to the ground, that's a shorter distance I have to go down and field ground balls. And he was excellent. So height does matter. I think he can help a pitcher, but other positions, no. It's a good block again with 2 strikes. We see that's what you do. That's a great shot, the technique, where the catcher's mitt is down on the ground between the legs.
Left field, and that's going to be a base hit. So a pretty good at bat by Prince Fielder as he goes the other way. So he's got a 2-out single.
And he got a fastball last night, hit it into center field for a home run. Fastball here, and they want to stay fastballs, but if you have any kind of a breaking pitch as a lefty on lefty, I'd say that's the pitch you're going to have to make him hit, just because if you throw it hard, he's going to be sitting fastball, which a lot of times most hitters will look fastball. And all of a sudden you spin something up, you spin it hard, you have pretty good success against him.
Beltre had a couple of hits last night, including an RBI. He also scored a run. So he's trying to get going. The batting average just .218, couple of home runs. 397 career home runs since Adrian Beltre, so he's going to get 400 soon.
And let's not forget that the Rangers had an option for him for 16 based on performance, I guess, or number of at-bats. They picked it up already. So they did not want to wait around. They said, we want him on the club, so they picked up the option, so he is signed for a couple of more years.
Here it comes. An important guy to have around.
Absolutely. I think especially playing as hard as he did last year, and we talked about it a number of times with all the injury to the Rangers and a complete roster on the disabled list, but Adrian Beltre was healthy, played hard all season, and give him a lot of credit for that. And that's really the definition of a Hall of Famer, can play that way in a time whenever he really doesn't have to because of injuries.
Beltre now 36 years old. He turned 36 in April. And you and I are in agreement. We think he's terrific.
Yep.
Most games played all time at third base. Third on the list.
Got a few gold gloves there, too. How about Brooks? He was 16. Human vacuum cleaner. A great Hall of Famer, Brooks Robinson.
1-2 pitch. Curveball that goes around the plate. 2-2.
Well, good knuckle curveball, and you're right, Cap, just around the plate. Jordan Baker recognizing that. You'll see some umpires call it, but in reality, to get to that target, takes a different route to get there.
He's got a base hit. Right field just shoots it that way. So 2-out singles by Fielder and Beltre, and that'll bring up Kyle Blanks.
He did back it up with a curveball, but stayed up a little bit. Beltre, while he will hit a lot of home runs, he'll also take advantage of the gap on the right side.
So here's Blanks. Blanks 1 for 7, and that one hit the home run last night.
After the changeup that he hit for a home run, Kazmir was what was catching. They went everything hard after that and blew fastballs by him.
Blanks takes a fastball on the inside corner for a strike.
This is a no strike, changeup, bad location. Result, home run, left field line. And again, 2 strikes, almost as big as he is, still not swinging hard, as we've seen a lot of hitters swing hard on 2 strikes. kind of shortened up, took advantage of the changeup from Kazmir.
Fielder not really being held at second base. Hit to right field. Reddick on the move, going back. It's over his head, up against the wall. One run scores, and they'll hold Beltre at third and blanks the other way with an RBI double. So the Rangers, a 2-out rally, have tied it.
Well, that ball carried unbelievably, and the pitch is out there, and it went with it. Pulled the change up down the left field line, and Josh Reddick was playing him shallow, kind of took a route more in. I don't know that he thought the ball was hit that hard, because he usually goes back on the ball very well. Got the ball back in. Beltre not able to score from first, which is surprising. And the throw did not come in. Beltre peeking a little bit off third. Amazing. 2 quick outs and then bam, bam, bam. Where Reddick's playing, and kind of went over, then had to go back. And Beltre got the third, but had to be held up. So everybody ready to throw to the plate.
So here's Shin-Soo Choo. Choo was 1 for 4 last night with a double. Choo overall, the 107 batting average. 107, hard to believe. Choo was with the Indians, which was just a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. He was really one of the better all-around players in the American League. And then remember, he got traded to Cincinnati for 1 year, had a good year in Cincinnati, and then got the huge contract to come to Texas. Fastball inside, and now it's 2-0.
We were talking about the footwork of a hitter, and you just watch the front foot of Choo, and it moves just a little bit. It seems like it wants to open, just starts to gradually open towards first base. The right foot, the front foot, as Pomeranz gets to the stretch, you'll start seeing some movement there. Got that moving, and it closes up a little bit, and then opens.
This one popped up behind home plate. Choo with a pretty good swing that time.
Staying with the fastball.
Pomeranz, he's ready. And that one's belted to center. Right at Burns, though, and Burns grabs it side retired. So a run on 3 hits. We're headed to the second inning. It's a 1-1 ball game. He has been tough on the A's. He went 6 innings last night, just a couple of hits and no runs. He had 8 strikeouts, and he threw 97 pitches. And had to be feeling pretty good, thinking he was in line for a win, but the bullpen gave it up in a big way. But he was impressive. I mean, he always seems to be impressive against the A's.
Hang around for 4 days and try it again.
Yep. You know, if he's got 90 pitches, he may go back out there. But 97, and that was it. That's a base hit for Laurie into center field. So hit number 3 for the A's.
First pitch breaking ball, fastball, second pitch, base hit, and got the fastball last night to right field for a 2-run double, a huge hit. Comes back in his first at bat tonight with another solid base hit.
So Martinez back into the stretch. And Marcana hits. I like the adjustment that Canna's been making. The first week he was terrific, and then a couple weeks he struggled, and now he's swinging the bat better. But now we're seeing some balls to right field.
That's the biggest.
That's
thing.
a pretty good adjustment early on.
Yeah, you know, in spring training he was doing some of that also, but then season started pulling, and maybe something clicked where he remembered all the hits to the right side, and he's got a huge hole now on the right side.
Instead he lines one down the left field line. But I mean, watch the home run stroke. Stayed inside the baseball.
He actually stepped towards the right center field area. That ball jumped off his bat. So he started with the home run, finished it with an RBI single.
Got 5 hits in his last 8 at bats to get his average up to 292. He's going to need a new piece of lumber. Fastball versus off speed. Now the fastball's green, off speed is yellow. So I mean that's not a huge surprise right there. Young guy likes the fastball. He's probably going to have a little more success with that pitch than anything off speed.
And usually that is the case. You look fastball, make an adjustment, off speed pitch. But you're a young player and you're going through a number of adjustments in your first full season of Major League Baseball. And Rule 5, the A's do not want to take a chance on losing, so he'll stay with the club all season.
Throw was low, and I think it may have hit Laurie.
Break the ball.
Yeah, the ball has a bruise. Laurie is fine.
Blanks reached over, and you're right, hit him in the thigh or someplace in the lower extremities.
Two and 2 to count now to Canna with Fegley in the on-deck circle. He's come into tonight 3rd in the American League in total run score, 118, and this is the 25th game of the year. Martinez with a nice play, spins, fires, second, back to first, double play. Odor, the second baseman, took the throw, and it was not an easy pivot at second base. The throw was low, but Odor took care of it. Bob Melvin wants to get a look at this play at first.
Didn't get a lot on the throw, and that's the reason Bob Melvin's going to have him check at first base. Low throw, and it's bang bang, so they're going to let it ride. And actually, if Martinez had not caught the ball, probably would have been right to second with the ground ball and an easier turn of the double play, but he fielded it nicely.
First pitch breaking ball to Fegley in first strike.
A good curveball from Martinez, already showing the pitch that has allowed him a lot of success.
Beltre, short hop, flips across side, retired. So the leadoff single as he raced on the double play. Bottom of the second coming up. It'll be Chirinos, Smolinski, and Odor. It's a 1-1 game. And it's by Stephen Vogt, talking about last night's comeback. He said, just beautiful. Beautiful baseball from us tonight. And I can hear Stephen Vogt saying that. And it was.
Vogt seems to be the go-to guy for the media.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. He was kind enough to be on us in Oakland, and nice young man getting an opportunity to play, and it makes you wonder sometimes what other organizations did not see in him, because the A's have gotten him. He's thrived and turned out to be a great catcher and a very good hitter.
Well, he said it was beautiful, and well, this note says it was somewhat historic. Just the second time A's have won a road game when trailing by 5 or more runs in the 8th inning or later. How about that?
That's amazing.
Line drive, and that's a base hit. Robinson Chirinos.
How about that? All these opposite field hits. Prince Fielder to left field, Beltre blanks, and now Chirinos to right field. And it's as if they're just waiting back and letting Drew Pomeranz pitch, whether it's a curveball or fastball, and really not getting out in front and trying to pull pitches.
So here's Jake Smolinski. Smolinski taps it towards Simeon. And that's a double play. 6-4-3. Nicely done by the Athletics. 2 outs.
Great play. Watch Eric Sogard at second. And you know, we talk about the neighborhood play. Second baseman comes across the back. He's got the runner coming in his back. And really, that's one of the reasons they talk about the neighborhood play and the protection of the middle infielder, especially the second base, because you do not want the second baseman to be hearing footsteps, knowing that you got somebody going to crash into him.
Here's Odor. Yeah, big difference for the second baseman compared to the shortstop. The second baseman, he's not looking at the runner.
That's right.
Shortstop is when he comes across the bat.
And you have to be a very good second baseman, and not think about somebody coming on you, and all it takes is to get hit once, and you're thinking about a lot of it.
Odor skies one, foul territory, and Laurie right in front of his good friends in the dugout makes the catch. Side retired. We're moving to the third. It's a 1-1 game. Chase percentage among pitchers, meaning what guy gets the hitter to swing at pitches out of the strike zone the most? Chris Sale, Nick Martinez, Clayton Kershaw. Martinez compared to last year when it was very low, 23.6. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Stuff maybe a tick better this year.
Another year in the big leagues, so a little bit more experience. So all those things factored in.
Last year, 24 starts. He was 5-12 with a 4.55 ERA in 140 innings.
And you think about Harrison and Holland not available, and all the players getting an opportunity last year. Of course, those are two pitchers. Martinez a pitcher, but all the position players a little bit healthier this year. Still some more injuries.
He struck out 77 last year and 140 innings, so not a big strikeout guy. Sogar hits it high and foul. So the chase percentage on fastballs has improved a lot. And a decent amount on the slide. You would think the slider, I mean, chasing a fastball, you think a guy's throwing 97, 98 miles an hour. That's not the case with Martinez. Blanks will take it himself. One out. So,
you know,
all those numbers are telling us, you know what, he's starting to get it a little bit.
I was thinking a 97, 98 mile fastball, you're not chasing it, you're just not catching up to it.
That's true.
Slider,
following it back.
Slider, cutter going away from you, or a curveball in the dirt, you might chase something, but I know I've mentioned like a chase slider. You're throwing it, which it makes it look like that it's a strike, and you get a hitter to chase something that ultimately is going to be out of the strike zone. They have to recognize the spin on a slider and say they're not going to swing at it.
And here's Burns, first pitch of the game. Burns single to center.
Billy Burns had an outstanding spring. Seems like he was getting hits every day. Realized last year when he joined the club in Houston and played the first game in center field, man, this game's fast. He's fast himself, but the game was very, very fast. He slowed it down. That was last season. He was primarily as a pinch hitter late.
So 1-2 the count to Burns.
Got to take that off your foot.
You know, with Burns called up, and we showed you that Cody Ross designated for assignment. You know, Bob Melvin said, "Hey, there was not a lot of at bats for Cody Ross.
Exactly.
Not a lot of left-handed starters."
And that's hard when you platoon. And you can say all you want about lefties, righties, but if you don't get consistent bats, and I think that's why Josh Feckley does such a good job catching, because he's not getting consistent bats. Now, Stephen Vogt will catch tomorrow. It was either pitch or catch tonight or tomorrow, considering the right-handers anyway. But you know, if you're not back behind if you're not hitting, you can be behind the plate and work on all those things. But from a catcher standpoint, you want to do your job behind the plate and handle pitching staff. Block balls in the dirt, and whatever you do offensively is kind of a bonus.
And Cody Ross was 2 for 22, so he just never really got it going, and there was just not a lot of opportunities for him.
You have to have a special makeup to be a platoon player. It's just not that easy.
Two and 2 to Burns with Simeon waiting in the on-deck circle. And it's possible, too, with Cody Ross. I think the injury that he got or sustained in Arizona, it was a hip injury. And I had people say it was more serious than a lot of people realized. And it may still bother him a little bit because there may not be a lot of power.
Well, if nothing else, you might change your swing to compensate for pain. And that's never good. As a hitter, you have to change.
Power comes from your backside,
exactly.
Your hips.
Lower extremities, and if you can't rotate, you can't use your lower part.
Burns has worked it full. He slaps that one foul again.
There's a 10th pitch coming up, so it started 0-2, and just watching him and thinking of Wade Boggs, the Hall of Famer, playing at Fenway Park with so little foul territory. Here comes a pitch, looks like it's a strike. He just slapped it, put it in the stands, get another swing, and that's what Billy Burns has done in this at bat. Seen a lot of pitches.
And again, slaps it down the left field line. Heads up down there, that left field line.
So Martinez had 9 pitches in the second inning. He's getting ready to throw pitch number 11 to Billy Burns in this at bat alone. And we saw what happened last night with Colby Lewis. It's a good at bat for Billy Burns regardless. If he can get on, it's a really great at bat.
Shallow left field. Smolinski playing shallow. He's near the line and he grabs it.
I was thinking about, the platoon and remembering that the great Hall of Famer, the late Mickey Mantle, one of the greatest all-time switch hitters. But growing up in Oklahoma, his dad told him, if you're a switch hitter, they can't platoon.
That's right.
And he was one of the original switch hitters that could hit from both sides, tremendous speed. Unfortunately, had bad knees due to some injuries. And
Simeon had a double in the first. Helped the A's get their run. Good curveball from Martinez. He's had 3 hits off Martinez. He has not struck anybody out. And now he's ahead 1-2. Martinez's last start got a no decision on Sunday against the Angels. That was in Anaheim. He went 6 innings, no runs. The Rangers came back to win that game. You stretch it back into last year, last 10 starts, the ERA 1.47. I don't want to say he came out of nowhere, but the way the Rangers have had injuries to their rotation, oh man, are they lucky to have this young man. And the way he's pitching this year. 3-2 to Simeon. Pitch number 45 coming up, and it's a breaking ball, and Simeon could not hold up. So there is the first strikeout for Nick Martinez. He's retired 5 in a row. Bottom of the third coming up. Martin, the leadoff hitter, will get things going for the Rangers. Silicon Valley's premier 24/7 entertainment destination. AT Stadium, home of the Cowboys. Roof is closed. That white piece of the structure up on top slides open if the Cowboys wanted to slide open.
Did Mr. Jones design that? Or he just said?
I would say he probably did.
Or did he just say, build me a big one? This is Texas, by the way. What, it holds over 100,000?
Yep. Where to place?
Close, huh, John? Thanks. And the Country Music Awards there just recently. A lot of people.
Top of the order, Leonis Martin. 1-1 the count. Martin grounded out to short the first inning.
That's a good strike to get down in the lower part of the strike zone, especially for a leadoff hitter who has speed. Does have the third baseman playing even with the bag. Same with Ike Davis at first. Great way to hit when you look out and you see guys playing close, thinking about a bunt.
Close pitch, and the count is 2-1. He's a very good bunter. He's got 3 bunt hits already this year. That may not sound like a lot, but game number 23. Davis has it. Hustles to the bag. 1 out.
Kind of a special day in the Otero family. Dan Otero, of course, reliever for the Athletics. At his grandmother's birthday, Lola, in Miami, Florida.
Nice.
94 years young today. And the parents of Dan in town. Of course, Dan and his wife, Tiffany, have a daughter, Kinsley. Kinsley is the first great-granddaughter of Lola Otero. So in Miami, Florida. So she is watching, as she always does, to watch her grandson. And she's very proud of her first granddaughter. So happy birthday to Lola at 94 years young.
I saw Dan's dad
Yep.
at the hotel yesterday.
Well, we met
from
them,
a distance.
Yeah, we met them in St. Petersburg, of course, in the Florida area. And I remember meeting Lola, and all she could care about said, I want to see my great-granddaughter. That's all. I don't care about anybody else here. Just let me go see my great-granddaughter. So happy birthday to Lola. That is great. So hope you're enjoying South Florida, and I'm sure she will be in St. Petersburg when the A's go. And her son, Dan's dad, said that she was very upset that she couldn't come to Dallas or to Arlington to watch the A's play the Rangers this weekend.
Well, our next road trip goes to St. Petersburg.
So the grandparents, the great-grandmother, so all things are good in the Otero family. Good boy pitching out of the bullpen for the Athletics.
Elvis Andrus grounded out to short in the first inning. He was 1 for 5 last night. Outfield shaded toward right center. Andrus has always done a pretty good job of hitting the ball the other way.
Well, that's been his style. And of course, this is the first year of a very, very long contract for Elvis Andrus, who's been at the Rangers his whole career at shortstop, wearing the number 1.
8-year contract starts this year. Rangers got some hefty contracts, folks. And this is one of them. Chu's contract runs through 2020. Fielder's contract runs through 2020. Now, as long as the guys are producing, that's fine. You got a group to build around. Liner, and Laurie leaps. He just cannot quite get it. And Andrus is going to have a 1-out double. Laurie didn't miss it by much.
Well, after a fastball, a little bit elevated, but Brett Laurie, watch him jump and almost get. He timed it just over his head a little bit too high, and once it got down in the corner, it's going to be an easy double for Elvis Andrus.
So a scoring opportunity for Texas as Prince Fielder steps in. Fielder singled and scored in the first.
That also means that Marcus Semien will play behind Elvis Andrus, as he is a threat to steal third. And They will pay close attention to him at second.
Do you think Prince Fielder is one of those guys where he's got that giant swing? Looks like he's just trying to hit it 500 feet. Strikes me as a guy who will do that until he gets to 2 strikes, and then he'll take a little off. And I thought his last at bat, he shortened his swing a little bit and hit a ball to left field. He's going to let it out. First 2 swings. If you're a big power hitter, not a bad way to
Well,
do it.
that's what you should do as a power hitter. It's just a question of whether you're going to continue to swing that hard with 2 strikes, and he does not. And his power really is center field, opposite field, as he showed last night. And it's rare unless he gets a mistake. Will he pull the ball? And I'm sure the Rangers were happy to trade Ian Kinsler, a very, very good second baseman and leadoff hitter, thinking that Prince Fielder was going to pull a lot of balls into that short porch in right field.
Outside just a little bit.
But this is his style of hitting. And this is straightaway center last night. Got a fastball from Scott Casper, straightaway center, slightly really to the left center.
And Prince with 290 career home runs at the age of 30.
He's actually bigger now, I think, than his father, who was called Big Daddy, Cecil Fielder.
That's since 2006. He came up at the end of the 2005 season with Milwaukee and hit a couple of home runs. And a regular starting in 2006. 2-1 pitch. Hit well to left field. Canis going back near the wall, surrounding it, and he's got it. He reached down with a low backhand and made a terrific play. And there's a lot of wind up there too, folks, and that makes that play.
A big swing because he didn't have 2 strikes. Elevated fastball again. And the thing about playing left field, the ball's going to slice towards the foul line. This ball was slicing. He went back, and then he had to go towards the foul line. The direction in which he went after the ball really not the best, but he ends up making the play. But a right-handed hitter sliced the ball to the right field line, just the opposite for a left-handed hitter. And Mark Canis played pretty much at third and at left field and at first, so he should be very well accustomed to the ball off the bat of a left-hander.
So now Beltre, the guy to get for Pomeranz. Although you could be careful with him if you'd rather face Blanks. Blanks has an RBI double in this game.
That's a great point, because Beltre, they pay him a lot of money to drive runners in. And although he might not have the big numbers in the RBI column now, he throughout his career has enjoyed these situations.
Runners in scoring position. 2 for 14. In fact, last night he had his first run-scoring hit that wasn't a home run. He had a base hit late in the game that knocked in a run. That will change with this guy.
Well, this is a situation that seeing a lot of this. Now, Figley has caught Pomeranz twice before tonight and Vogt the other 2 times. So they're familiar, but it's just a matter of how they're approaching or going to approach Beltre. And your point, very good about are you going to pitch him carefully. But one of the things as a pitching coach and a manager, you have to know your pitcher. If you're going to pitch him carefully, can he do it? Or is it better just to put him on 4 pitches? Because if you try to pitch him carefully, get him to swing at your pitch or pitch around him, you may make a mistake. Or in the case of Beltre, he may expand his strike zone and be a little bit more aggressive regardless of where the pitch is.
1-0 pitch, line to left for a hit. Here comes Andrus. Here comes Canis' throw to the plate. It's cut off, and Beltre comes through with a 2-out RBI hit. I
think that at bat and that sequence was totally just uncomfortable for Drew Pomeranz. They kept trying to go inside, maybe after he hit the curveball to left field. But when you stay inside in 3 consecutive pitches, in this case 2, but you're staying inside, a smart hitter like Beltre is going to recognize that and look for it. And that's your footwork that you talk about, watching the feet, because if that left foot opens up, then that's what he's looking for.
So the Rangers take a 2-1 lead here in the third. So 6 hits allowed by Pomeranz in 2 2/3 innings. So here's Blanks. He had the RBI double in the first inning. Hit a ball deep to right field. Shot to left. That's a base hit. Canna juggled it a little bit, and then he has to fire it in, and the ball scoots past Laurie. Beltre dancing around out there. That's sort of what got everybody a little excited. It's also what forced Canada to fire it in, and the ball went past Laurie.
That's the way he plays, and he did it when he rounded third on Chu's double, or double by Blanks. And this outfield, as we mentioned last night, it had some stages on it during Country Music Awards, so it's not playing that well, that softly anyway. But you know the problem tonight for the A's, unfortunately, it's the 2-out hitter. They're getting the 2 outs. It happened in the first inning. 3 consecutive 2-out hits. 1 an RBI double. And now it's same in this inning. Well, as a reminder, these guys go over hitters before the game. They have scouting reports, and this is unusual to have a confrontation or a conference that many this early in the ballgame.
Chu hit a ball hard to center field in the first inning. Caught by Burns. Slider low. Beltre at second, Blanks at first. A run in here in the bottom of the third. Checked his swing, and he went around. Talking about those years for Chu in Cleveland, his best year was 2010. He hit 300 with 22 homers, 90 RBIs, 22 steals, and his on-base percentage was .401. Remember, he walked a lot. He was tough out. And that one, curveball got away from Pomeranz.
Turned his head late, but it was not as close as it seemed whenever he did move away from it. Curveball just didn't break.
Double look by Pomeranz. Now he's ready. And that one's hit to center. Burns hustling back, still going back, and Burns makes the catch. So Chu very frustrated. He's hit a couple balls hard tonight. Nothing to show for it. A run for the Rangers. We're going to the fourth. Texas 2 and the A's 1.
app for live baseball. At that, it's up to the moment, at any moment, with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcast, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com and back for your smartphone or tablet.
Couple of A's fans hanging out amongst the red and blue of the Rangers fans. 2-1, Texas leads. It's the fourth inning. Reddick, Butler, and Davis to hit against Nick Martinez. The Astros are at it again. Astros have won 8 in a row, and they are leading the Mariners 9-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning. They have hit 4 home runs in that game. They're playing in Houston. Mariners had a 3-0 lead early, but then Astros started to swing it. Altuve has one of those home runs.
Has Felix pitched lately? Because it seems like
the pitch.
He's the one that's pitching the best as always.
Jose Altuve now hitting .375. Tonight it was Juan Walker, the youngster, who gave up 7 earned runs in 3 innings. So he's got some tough going right now, the young right-hander. So the Astros have won 8 in a row and 12 out of 13, and they're sitting atop the AL West with a 16-7 record.
Well, the Angels had one of the strangest losses today, the final to that game. It's, you know, you see something every day that's a little bit new, and I don't know that I'd send it into the game that way.
2-2 pitch. That's a swing and a miss. So Reddick strikes out.
Now, Billy Burns, last year we saw him in Houston. It's a much different Billy Burns this year because his ball was hit very hard by Chu, but Burns took a peek back to see how close he was approaching the warning track and reached up and brought it in very calmly, very casually. And Chu, he's not happy. Hit the ball hard, but deepest part of the park. And a nice running catch by Billy Burns. What a difference he's made for Billy Burns, because this spring he was great. Just not a lot of room for him.
Beltre handles a tough hop, and Butler is retired. So the Giants beat the Angels today 5-4 for the second night in a row. So the Giants helping out the rest of the AL West. But the game ended. Angels had the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first. First and third, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning, and they put a pinch runner in at first. And the hitter, Matt Joyce, hit a line drive that hit the runner, which means Joyce gets a base hit, but the game is over.
Very rare to get a base hit to end the game.
That's exactly right.
So
that was it. Once it hits the runner, the ball's dead, and it's an out, and the game was over.
So a walk-off single hit runner, game over. I never.
It was a walk-off single save.
Yeah.
Now, as the play, I saw the replay of the play, and there was a shift on, and I think the ball probably would have went to the second baseman who was playing out on the grass. But nonetheless, very strange way to end the game. Going to be a good inning for Nick Martinez. 3 up, 3 down. He goes to Reddick, Butler, and Davis. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 2-1 Texas. Log on to CSNCalifornia.com as our A's insider Joe Stiglitz provides wire-to-wire reporting of the A's 2015 season with breaking news, video, special features, and much, much more. Only on CSNCalifornia.com. Chirinos to lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Chirinos swings and misses that high fastball.
Might have been one of the best fastballs he's thrown. He finished it perfectly. And remember his first start against the Mariners, Drew Pomeranz elevated his fastball and had a very good one that he'd throw inside and up in the zone to the right-handers. And that is called finishing your pitches. He did it perfectly and was able to get strikeouts.
Chirinos had a leadoff single in the second inning, but he was erased on a double play. Smolinski to follow, and then Odua. Astros added another run in the bottom of the sixth. So it's now 10-4. Houston over the Mariners in the top of the seventh. Good breaking ball on 1-2, and that's the first strikeout for Pomeranz.
Elevated fastballs, curveball down, close to being in the dirt. So good sequence of pitches from Drew Pomeranz. Finishing him off with his knuckle curve. Great rotation. He threw it hard. Not much Chirinos could do except swing over it. I wonder what Josh Phegley, how he feels with Jordan Baker leaning on him all night, putting the right hand on his back. I guess if you're 6'7", you got to lean on something.
That would completely annoy me if I was the catcher.
It's very
Now,
annoying.
granted, I'm easily annoyed, but
it's a very annoying.
Seriously, though, I mean,
well, he goes
does he
down.
do it every pitch?
Yeah, he takes his right hand, with the right hand, the right arm, and as he goes down, Pomeranz ready to pitch. Okay, there you go.
Oh my gosh, that drives me crazy.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're a pitcher or catcher, you kind of jot down tendencies of umpires. Well, if you're a catcher, Josh Phegley, umpire puts right hand on left shoulder.
The entire game.
Yeah. So we saw Stephen Vogt the other night take his right hand and move the umpire over so he could get inside the target. Okay, that's a great shot. Watch the right hand. I mean, he sets up. Okay, there we go. Okay, sit down. You like that, huh?
That's just not right.
See, Tim McClellan went down to one knee, so he doesn't have to lean on anybody. The big guy here just braces himself.
So the 3-1 pitch, not close, and Smolinski has a one-out walk here in the bottom of the fourth.
In fact, when it was difficult, it's when the American League and the National League had different styles of umpiring. And if you ever played, there was no interleague play, but you get the World Series, and they'd alternate American and National. And you'd have the National League on your inside left shoulder, like they are right now, where the American League are behind. You don't even know they're there. So that was always tough because, you know, all of a sudden you have this umpire kind of breathing down your neck a little bit, you know, and it's an adjustment you have to make.
That was probably a good move too. Let's put all the umpires.
Yeah, consistent with inside the chest protector. And he is huge.
Yeah. Chris Bassett starts to throw out in the bullpen. 61 pitches for Pomeranz. Nothing's been easy for Pomeranz in this game. And now it's 2-0, and really, Ray, he really has not looked sharp from the get-go.
I thought the best pitch to Torino starting this inning, but that was one that he finished and did a good job with it. But you start guiding the ball, it becomes dangerous. You're not going to throw many strikes, and plus, if you do throw a strike, it's not going to have very much on it.
Keep an eye on Smolinski. Missed again, and now it's 3-0, top of the order. Now it's Martin waiting in the on-deck circle.
Kurtman's going to visit with this count, and of course that means Martin's a left-handed hitter in the on-deck circle. Then you start getting into righties, or the fielder between Endress and Beltray.
So 3-0 to Rognet Odor. Fouled out back in the second inning. On the outside corner first strike.
Evidently Odor's been swinging a lot of pitches out of the strike zone. 2-0, 3-1. That young players struggling. Sometimes getting a 3-0 green light is a good idea, but maybe Jeff Bannister figured he might be swinging a pitch not in the strike zone and had him taking 3-0.
Good rip there, and he got a pitch to hit on 3-1.
Well, 3-0, 3-1, 3-2. You have to figure they're going to be in the same area. Question now is whether the runner's going to be on the move. Is this ball just the top of the catcher's mitt and off the mask of Fegley?
Smolinski with a pretty good lead at first. He runs late, and the ball's hit to left field. Canna hustling over toward the line. He makes the catch.
Get the Sean Doolittle Silhouette Fleece Blanket presented by Kelly-Moore Paints. That'll be Tuesday night, May the 12th, when the A's host the Boston Red Sox. 15,000 fans will walk away with this green and gold fleece blanket that pays homage to Sean Doolittle's signature pose. Get tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. But he threw yesterday, and he's going to throw tomorrow. And it sounded like some pretty good news about Sean Doolittle as far as his return. And, you know, they said he's just throwing fastballs and changeups. Okay, that's all he throws anyway. Yeah, occasional changeup, but more fastballs than anything. It's just kind of a rare back throw hard. So if that's all he's able to throw, then that should work out great.
A couple of ground outs tonight for Martin. 1 for 6 now in the series. Hit Martin. So 68 pitches now for Pomerantz with 2 outs in the 4th inning. So he's been grinding tonight. And now 1-2. So a fastball. Martin missed it.
That's a quick pitch. That's a good idea to alter the delivery. Came down quickly, and a good fastball outside corner. And on the stretch, you can do so many different things, and it seems like when we went the slide step quick pitch, it was a pretty good fastball.
Runner goes, and it's a swing and a miss on a curveball. Side retired. So a walk and a runner left, and we're on to the 5th inning. It'll be Laurie, Canna, and Fegley for the A's. Rangers leading 2-1.
Luxurious suite is located above the first base bank and includes an extensive high-end food and beverage package featuring chicken kebabs, Capri sandwiches, sausages, sliders, salads, desserts, soda, water, beer, wine, and more. You can call for tickets and information 510-638-GO-A's, or you can visit athletics.com/president. Not El Presidente, just president.
Fifth inning, and it's Laurie to lead it off.
El Presidente, Dennis Martinez, perfect game.
El Presidente, El Perfecto.
That's good.
Laurie had a base hit that was in the second inning leading off. He was erased on the double play. And I got 8 in a row retired by Nick Martinez. Gave up a run in the first inning. 88 miles an hour, a little sinker in for a strike. Fastball running in a little bit on Laurie. So Pomeranz talking to Paparesta, the trainer, which is never something you really want to see, although I don't know what they were talking about. Andrus gets a good hop, and Laurie's retired, 1 out. So Martinez rolling along here. A good start so far. Lowest April ERA since 1980. 0.35 for Nick Martinez. But Fernando Valenzuela was on there. He's on top. Mike Krukow on there in 1985.
Boy, Kruk.
Greinke. Valenzuela's on there twice. 0.20 in 1981.
I wonder what Bob Gibson's was when he had a 1.12 in 1968.
He had a tough
for the
April.
season. He had a 1 in April.
Well,
a .12 for 5 months.
Fernando did that, and that's when Fernando Mania went crazy. Made a couple great starts at Dodger Stadium, and everybody just went nuts. And every time he pitched after that, it was just like, it was unbelievable.
Well, as a matter of fact, when Dave Stewart pitched the no-hitter in Toronto, Valenzuela pitched one that night in Los Angeles. Didn't even let him enjoy it for 3 hours, or the rest of the night.
Fernando. Maybe we'll see Fernando this year when we go to Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, he does. Is it radio work?
I believe it's radio
broadcast. Yeah. At least he was doing it.
We'll get to see Vin Scully.
See him in Oakland, Vin Scully. See the great Don Newcomb in Los Angeles. Maybe Maury Wills.
Well, 2 pitches inside. I just want Vin Scully just to say my name. That's it. That's it. Because then I'll have Harry Callis, the late great Harry Callis, who said my name. Just say hi and say my name, and that's it.
Hey, have a Big Mac bobblehead, Mark McGwire bobblehead when the Dodgers come to Oakland. Look at him.
That hit Canna, so Martinez trying to get inside, and Hayes will get a base run.
Okay, speaking of getting hit, and on that list of those low ERAs, and this is unfortunate up and in, but Mark Canna kind of turned and got him on the left side, left arm. Got a little bit of a pad on his left elbow, and that's where it got him. But watching the game last night with Bill Miller from the Bay Area, Northern California area, got hit on the left knee, straight on shot. That ball was missed by Iannetta. I don't see how.
I read about it. I did not see it.
It was so scary. Completely ran in, and maybe a cross up, but it hit the left knee, and Bill Miller went down. And surprisingly, he stayed in the game and finished the game. But I was thinking about that because that Greinke, I want to say 2012, when he was with the Angels, there was a cross-up. Bill Miller took one straight onto the mask. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And he had to come out after a couple of batters because of that. But remarkably, Bill Miller again, who's one of the greatest guys in the world.
So he just went down.
Oh, he went down, and I said, there's no way. Because the shin guard, while it's there to protect, there's no way it's going to help you.
Shu came charging in and then had to play it on a hop. Looked like he was going to make maybe a dive for it. Fell right in front of him, and Fegley has a base hit.
Take it. Inside out swing, and You almost have to play a little bit more shallow, and Chu used his body to block the ball. And then came up short. And of course, the problem diving for a ball, your momentum's coming in, you dive and miss it. Base runner's going to go forever.
So here is Sogard. Good opportunity for the A's to tie up this game.
Hey, how about this word from the truck?
Yeah.
Bob Gibson, 1.97? 1.97 in April. It finished with a 1.12.
So things got better for him. He struggled in April. Right at Odor. Wow. Fires to second. Nice play by Anderson. That's a double play. So just like that, the rally dies, and the A's do not score. Bottom of the fifth coming up. By Prism. Now your team can collaborate at a whole new level with video walls from Prism. Learn how at prism.com. Beautiful downtown Dallas on a Saturday night, with the Rangers leading 2-1, trying to even up this series at a game apiece.
Joe Pomerantz, I guess, is okay. He went up to the clubhouse, the A's head trainer, but he's back on the mound, and really right now his main objective is to try to keep the Rangers where they are, leading by a 1 run. And of course, in the first inning, the A's had second and third, nobody out, could only score 1. And that run that did not score does not turn out to be very, very important tonight, although right now it is.
Anderson ground out into double. Doubled and scored in the third. 7 hits for the Rangers, 4 hits for the Athletics. So 1-2 now. Anderson will be followed by a fielder and Beltre. So good hitters for Pomerantz to try to get through. Good sharp breaking ball, and Anders strikes out. 1 out. Oh, here you go, Ray. You want the Bob Gibson 68 monthly breakdown? We have it.
Wow, it's pretty good in June and July, huh? 1.12, 34 starts. And this is the reason, he's the reason, that the mounds were lowered.
Yeah, he was too good.
Yeah, they said we have to get more offense. And 68.
Denny McClain won 30 games.
Yeah. 68, yeah. It was 31, I want to say. 31 games in 68. And the Tigers, world champions in 1968, defeated the Cardinals. But Josh Hood is unbelievable, isn't he? But he can come up with some info.
Yeah, Josh Hood, our fine graphics operator down in the truck, whipped that together for us.
1.12.
And we appreciate it.
Gibby takes the mound, and he's going to give up 1 run. So if you score 2, you got a chance to win.
Simeon handles a tough hop on a hard hit ball by Prince Fielder. 2 outs. So Pomeranz looking for his first 3 up, 3 down inning. He did face just 3 hitters in the second as he got a double play.
Well, his parents came in from Memphis, and he said it's kind of a meeting ground because the people on the East Coast and his parents, Lisa and Mike, and watching him pitch tonight. So I'm sure they're a little bit happier now. First of all, they came out for the 5th inning, but pitching well in the last couple of innings. You know, when you start getting your pitch count up as high as he did in the first 4, you start to wonder how much longer he's going to be in the game.
Well, now he's got a chance to maybe go a couple more innings if he can get through this one. Skied, and I mean skied. Infield grass, and Sogard has it, and that is the first 3 up, 3 down inning for Drew Pomeranz, and we're moving to the 6th inning. Rangers 2, A's 1. On our sister station, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Of all the final analysis of the draft for the 49ers and the Raiders, Warriors final day of practice before game 1, and Kentucky Derby today. Mayweather Pacquiao. That's highlights, reactions, everything. This is a huge day in the world of sports. Kentucky Derby is over. Mayweather Pacquiao getting set to square off. Kelly Johnson, Henry Wolford will host. It's about time those two finally had a fight.
5 years
and
awaiting.
I'm not even a big boxing guy.
Sounds like they're waiting for the pay-per-view. They said, let's wait 5 years.
Well, they waited it out. And Martinez off the mound, underhands, and that's the first out.
You know, another important night, although not as big maybe as what you're talking about, but in Stockton, California, the Stockton Ports are retiring Dallas Braden's number 50. First ever number retired by the Stockton Ports. So congratulations to the city of Stockton as they retire the number of their favorite son who pitched the perfect game.
Stockton Ports.
I think that's it's the first ever number. I remember Dick Callahan was telling us Coliseum. I think Dick is up there as well. And I don't know if he's going to do the PA announcing as he does the Coliseum. Does a great job. But Dallas wore number 50 when he pitched for the Stockton Ports.
Well, if you You're in the A's minor league system, and you're at the big leagues, and you were drafted by the A's. You played in Stockton.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
almost guaranteed you played in Stockton. Nice ballpark.
Yep.
And I'm sure there's a lot of A's fans who, when A's are out of town, they head to Stockton to check out the single A talent. Beltre, nice play, spins around, the throw is wide, blanks, tags, and holds on to the baseball. And Semien is retired. Is he okay?
Well, blanks also as he came up the line to make the tag. That's tough. And Beltre, normally very accurate with his throw, had to hurry because of the speed. And
he got tagged in the left hand or arm area, and he was
right there
shaking it a little bit as he went back to the dugout.
I don't know that he ever touched the bag, to be honest, but at that point probably didn't care once tagged him hard.
And you know, Ray, you watch that play, and it didn't look like there was a huge amount of contact, but you think about it, there's two grown men. One is running full speed. There's going to be some hard contact, even though it may not look like it on the TV screen.
And remember, too, there's a baseball inside that first baseman. So whenever he kind of slapped at the runner coming down the line, because he might have hit him hard someplace in the area. Played every inning, every game, and I would think he'll be standing there tonight.
So 2-1 the count to Reddick, who is an RBI ground out, and he has struck out. So 0 for 2.
That was too bad. The RBI ground out was a great out, and as he hit the ball to the right side, gave himself up, got the runner over. Unfortunately, the A's could not get him in. A little different that the Rangers were playing the shift, but once he got to 2 strikes, Josh Reddick has been hitting more balls the opposite field.
And that one up over blanks off his glove and rolls off the sidewall. Reddick hustling into second, and he's got a double. A very hard hit ball. So Reddick now has a 10-game hitting streak.
Well, they moved everybody back over normal position and gave him a pitch that he could actually rip down the line. And as hard as he hit it, blanks tried to one-hand it, could not, did not know where the ball was. And all the while, Josh Reddick knew 2 outs, let's get in the scoring position, chance for the base hit to tie the game. And Josh hustling all the way as soon as contact was made.
So now an opportunity for Billy Butler.
Time for him to come through. Time for him to get the Billy Butler swing back.
Butler 0 for 2.
There it was.
Slider
There.
in that first strike.
That said hit me. He didn't swing. Couldn't swing.
Butler is 0 for his last 17 and 1 for his last 28. Can't last a whole lot longer. Comes inside, and the count 1-1.
I think Martinez made 11 ground ball outs with 2 in this inning, so he's keeping the ball on the ground. Even the ball hit by Reddick was on the ground, but very hard hit, resulted in a double.
Change up, and Butler takes it. So 2-1 the count.
He's been throwing breaking pitches behind in the count, just like Kobe Lewis did last night. Threw a 3-2 to Brett Lawrie, got him to ground out. There's your curveball.
Tap slowly. Beltre charges. He knows he's got time. He throws in time. Side retired. So the struggles continue for Billy Butler. And the A's strand Reddick. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's still the Rangers 2 and the A's 1.
for the Athletics for 2 on-base hits and double, and then all of a sudden Josh Reddick RBI for the right side, bringing in Burns. Unfortunately, the A's could not score the next one. 2 out, opposite field double by Kyle Blanks, another former Athletic, scores Big Prince, and then Adrian Beltre with a base hit to left field, scoring another run. That's the difference in the game. The 2-1 lead by the Texas Rangers into the bottom of the 6th inning. Find out what's possible with AT&T. Call 1-800-PICK-ATT. Mobilizing your world.
So bottom of the 6th, Blanks, Chu, and Chirinos. Hitters. Blanks with a single, a double, and an RBI. And that one is hit high in the air to left field. Canna is watching this one, and it's going to drop into the seats for a home run. Have a night, Kyle Blanks.
Well, it is a changeup, and we saw last night what he did to a changeup, and he does it again tonight. No doubt. High, towering fly ball, and it is gone. So Kyle Blanks just brought up, and I guess you could think we could add another Babe to
Babe Blanks.
Babe Blanks. So unfortunately, there's a few former Athletics that are coming back and proving. Well, I don't know if they just decide to get pretty good pitches to hit, but seen too much of it. Donnie Murphy, I was just thinking, Donnie Murphy hit one against Pomeranz last year in the start he had against Texas.
So now a 3-1 Rangers lead.
That's a big insurance run, and Pomeranz a 1-2-3 inning last inning, trying to duplicate that, give his club a chance. Trying to get Nick Martinez out of the game.
Bassett up again. And 2, and a good curveball. Conger swings and misses, so that's strikeout number 4 for Pomeranz. Chu, excuse me.
And Bob Melvin going to the mound, so it looks like that might be it.
So Pomeranz 5 1/3, and he leaves trailing 3-1. And when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. It's your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
Special holiday matinee as the A's take on the Detroit Tigers, 1:05 p.m. that afternoon. 15,000 fans. We got an A's road cap presented by Comerica Bank. Get your tickets now by calling 877-493-BALL, or you can visit athletics.com/tickets. And when the Tigers come to town, that means we get to see our good friend Jim Price. That great broadcasters for the Tigers. Kyle Blinks.
So single, double homer for Blanks. So Bassett to face Chirinos. So third appearance for Chris Bassett, and he pumps a strike in. Astros won again. That game just went final. Drew Pomeranz with 8 hits allowed, 3 earned runs tonight, and 84 pitches. Astros beat the Mariners 11-4. They hit 5 home runs. And Colin McHugh got the win. He is now 4-0, won 7 innings. So the Astros train rolls on.
Literally, like I said, training was really moving on 5 home runs tonight.
Cute there. And Astros have won 9 in a row. They've won 13 out of 14, and they are 17-7.
Bobby Dynamite was really busy tonight.
Bobby Dynamite, train conductor. Where he charges, throws on the run. So Chirinos is out.
Well, you had 2 clubs that were supposed to be going neck to neck all season in the American League Western Division, the Angels and the Mariners, and both lost today. One to the team that is in first place, and the Angels, of course, 2 consecutive losses in San Francisco.
Angels are 11-13. Seattle is now 10-14, and the A's coming into this game 10-14. 24,435 was the attendance in Houston tonight.
It's picking up. It looked pretty light last night watching some of that game, but it should pick up. Fans can enjoy, especially this time of the year, see how it plays out for the rest of the season. And I guess you could say a great month of April, but they started May perfectly.
Well, yeah, and that's what you want. You want people to start coming out in Houston.
And the thing about it, the team starts to believe in themselves. The players start to believe that nobody's going to pick us, and they've got a pretty good club, as the A's have found out.
And Smolinski with a 2-out single right up the middle, so he's on base for the 2nd time. He's got a single and a walk. So here's Rodney Odor.
Hanging curve, and Smolinski, who has that little bit of an uppercut swing.
So 9 hits now for the Rangers. Yankees won again. They beat the Red Sox 4-2. Eovaldi gets the win. Wade Miley the loss. Sogard has it. Side retired, but a run for the Rangers. Kyle Blanks, another home run. So we're going to the 7th inning. 3-1 Texas. in 2011. Hideki Matsui, a walk-off home run against the Rangers' Darren Alder in the 10th inning. A's won it 5-4. It's fun to look at the names in the back of the jersey.
I was going to say, slow it down and try to figure out who they are.
Yankees, A's, and Rays for Matsui.
I like the part when he hit the 300th home run at Comerica Park, or 500th. Thank you, Delaire. 500 combined between Japan and U.S. baseball, and ball way down there, and everybody's trying to hold a hostage to see what's going to get. He said, "I don't care, just keep it."
Davis is going to be aboard. Andrus probably should have had it. It was a low line drive. He went to backhand it right under his glove. So we'll see what the ruling is.
Ron Washington always said when he was managing this young man, he said he makes the spectacular plays. He needs to make the routine plays a little bit more consistently. And I agree with you. This is a play. All he had to do is move in front of it, try to backhand. He had plenty of time to get in front of it. And maybe even catch it in the air, but catch him to the side as he tried. And he will be given an error.
So that's the 6th error of the year for Andrus. So see if the A's can take advantage.
And one of the comments in the morning paper about both clubs, really, the number of errors committed by both the Rangers and the A's.
Rangers just took the lead over the A's. That was error number 22, but coming into today, A's and the Rangers tied for the most errors in the American League. It's always interesting. I mean, you look at the Rangers now with 22. Individually, you say, Beltre's great at third. Andrus, a decent shortstop. Martin's a good center fielder. You kind of where the air is coming from. Again, that's number 6 for Andrus. That's a lot. Line drive past Odor. So the A's are in business here in the 7th inning. 2 on and nobody out.
Brett Lawrie's got some coverage of the plate, doesn't it? This curveball looked like it's going to be blocked by Chirinos. And all of a sudden, past Martinez, past Odor. That ball was smoked by Brett Lawrie for the base hit. Strong young man.
90 pitches for Martinez as he faces Canna. Bass and Claudio.
Let's just call him herky jerky. Claudio retired 3 in a row, 7 innings last night between Kobe Lewis and Claudio. Mike Maddox's pitching was okay for 7 last night.
First pitch is fastball outside corner strike. Canna has hit into a double play and been hit by a pitch.
Well, just hit a ball in the gap, and Brett Lawrie can show his speed.
Blocked nicely by Chirinos.
From our vantage point, which is always good in the press box above home plate. Chirinos again, good technique like Fegley tonight. He came up a little bit and then went down. But you see the gaps in the outfield. And as hard as the outfield grass is here, the ground is in general. If the ball is headed toward gap, it's going to be going through all the way to the wall, especially line drive.
Fastball running in on Canna. So now he's behind in the count 1-2. Fegley is the on deck hitter.
$14 ground ball outs for Martinez through 6 innings. That's an important number because you get a couple of runners on base. Then you're always concerned about hitting the ball on the ground and turning it into a double play. That's what happened in the 5th inning. First and second, 1 out, double play ground ball. And a double play back in the 2nd inning as well.
So another 1-2. Here it comes. Curveball, and Canada does a nice job of spoiling what was a good pitch from Nick Martinez. So 95 pitches for Martinez. He has not got to 100 pitches this year in any of his starts, although he's been in the 90s. Tapped foul again. So Canada doing a nice job. Foul off enough and you get one to hit. These for ground ball outs Ray was talking about. Just a couple of strikeouts. So he's done his thing tonight, but in some trouble here in the 7th. A shot, and it hit the umpire. It's a live ball. They flip it to second, and
it's a dead ball.
It's a dead ball. Excuse me. I apologize. It's a dead ball.
Yeah, hit Jerry Mills. Second time we have seen that, Kite, this year. Unbelievable. The flip back by, is it Andrus who flipped it back? But usually it is a dead ball when it hits the umpire, and he tried to move out of the ball. It's going right to the second baseman, and see the hands up by Jerry Mills saying dead ball. And it hit him. He went down, and his hands go up no matter what happens after that, because Brett Laurie stopped. And Jeff Bannister asking.
So that is
a break.
An unbelievable break.
Exactly.
That would have been a double play.
Absolutely.
It may have been a triple play.
It could have been. And if it's caught in the air, which it looked like it was going to,
or
going
have
second.
been caught on a line drive. Yeah. So you think about that, folks. The bases are loaded with nobody out. That is a huge break for
Jerry Mills actually ran into. Watch Mills. Here, top of your screen. Watch him go towards second. Right there. He's trying to avoid it and actually hit him in the left hip. The ball going right to the second baseman. And you're right, Kyle. It was on a line drive. Probably right to Odor.
It would have been a double play. Yeah. Wow. That is huge. So here's Fegley. And Fegley swings and misses. So it goes as a hit for Canada.
But Jerry Mills, I mean, no, I got him maybe the left armpit in the that area. And Brett Laurie stopped, slowed down, and the hands up by Ike Davis is, I think he knew what was going on. So what you need to do as a hitter, step out and take a deep breath, because there's so much going on now. That first pitch curveball from Martinez.
Heads up in the A's dugout.
He's going for a strikeout.
Billy Butler making sure he's okay. Now Fegley's behind in the count 0-2. What a break for the A's, and see if they can take advantage. Down 3-1. Two pitch. Here it is.
That hit. Wow.
And was he going?
Yeah, going to be swinging.
And it's a hit batter, and a run comes in. It's 3-2. There's still nobody out.
And Kipe, what a great play by Jordan Baker, the home plate umpire. He immediately asked the first base umpire, did he swing? Because if you're swinging and you get hit, it's a strike. But he immediately took his mask off and asked. The curveball stayed inside. Asked if he swing, got him in the hand. Actually, the bat was straight back. And Josh Fegley start to swing. Look at the angle of the bat. That's back towards the catcher. And of course, Jeff Bannister has to be asking, did it hit his bat? Yeah, and now immediately, that's, did he swing? Did he swing? And no, he did not.
That's a good job by a home plate umpire.
Absolutely great.
So
Man.
The A's have made it 3-2.
And you're right, Kate.
I can't get over that play. I mean, that has a chance to change the entire ball game.
You think about it. And this is a great odds day. and I'll save it.
So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
Oh, Martinez is screaming it.
Brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
So Gentry is going to hit for Sogard because it's Claudio, the left-hander, comes in.
Well, we knew what he did last night with that herky-jerky delivery. 3 up, 3 down. And that's 2 hits for the A's through the first 7. Claudio did not give up any. Kobe Lewis gave up the 2.
So here's Gentry, bases loaded, nobody out in what has been quite an inning. And this one's blasted right center, and it's going to be tracked down by Martin. Plenty deep for a sac fly to tie up the game. And maybe almost as important, Canna tags and goes to third.
Well, Craig Gentry's average in season so far might not be that great, but he stayed back on this fastball and almost drove it into the gap for extra bases. The ball hung up for Martin, who could cover a lot of ground. And you're right, is able to get the runner in, but also get another runner over to third. Nice job by Craig Gentry, the former Texas Ranger.
So here's the leadoff man, Burns. Now the A's with a chance to take the lead. Bunts. Claudio has it. He's coming home. And now Canna's going to be in a rundown. And they throw it into left field. And Canna's going to come in to score. And everybody's safe.
Unbelievable.
Chirinos just threw it right past Beltre. They were going to tag out Canna within a matter of moments.
Unbelievable. I mean, Canna was doing a good job trying to stay in a rundown to at least let the runners advance another base. Safety squeeze. Canna going back, and fortunately it was able to be second and third, but they were going to have Canna by plenty. Really, Canna didn't have to break, and that throw way offline by Chirinos. And then going into third base, and that little fake by Chirinos, enough of a fake to throw in the left field.
So we got another pitching change. A's have taken the lead 4-3.
the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Well, Nick Martinez can't believe what has happened here in the 7th inning.
And he doesn't want all those pats on the back like hang with him.
And the only thing he really did wrong was hit Fegley. So Anthony Bass comes in. So still only 1 out. So the Rangers didn't even get an out on that play.
Not really overpowering. A couple of different kinds of fastballs from this right-hander. 2 and 4 seam with a slider and changeup.
So 2-0 to Simeon, who is 1 for 3 with a double. And now it's 3-0. Bass hits the outside corner there with 93 miles an hour.
An error started it. An error could have gotten, well, a better play. Instead of the error, could have helped the Rangers avoid losing the lead. And he was trying to add on with the infield playing in.
Andrus grabs this one. Play at the plate, and the tag applied, and Fegley is out. So that time the Rangers execute, and they get the out at the plate.
Just could not get the ball in the air, and with the infield end again going on contact as they did in the first inning, and as was the case in the first inning, out of plate. So Josh Reddick got a big double in his last at bat, trying to plate another run.
So runners at first and third.
He just got a pretty big out, didn't he? I don't. Sometimes
It's called a momentum-killing visit to the mound.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it is strange that the guy's got second and third and 1 out. He gets a ground ball, and just as he's ready to go, timeout. And you know, they have scouting reports to go over everybody, and sure could be just in case the runner from first takes off, but I think they're going to let Josh Reddick hit, especially with a hole on the right side.
So here is Reddick, 1 for 3, double. First pitch is low. He also has an RBI ground out. So Anthony Bass trying to get the Rangers back in the dugout. Reddick trying to finish off this inning where the A's have scored 3. Reddick takes that one. Good pitch. 95 on the outside corner. And Claudio faced 2 hitters, the sac fly and then the fielder's choice in the air. Nice play by Chirinos.
Chirinos might have made an error, but he's done a very good job all night blocking pitches in the dirt, both with Martinez and now this one with a runner at third. Billy Burns did advance to third on the play at the plate, which is heads up in his part. So there's the speed at third. If the ball should get away from Chirinos anywhere close, might see him dart down the line.
And now it's 3-1. Bass has thrown more innings than any other reliever in baseball in the early going. So a multiple inning guy if needed. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and they will let Simeon go into second base. So second and third now. Count is full to Reddick.
And now with first base open, don't look for anything special. Maybe they'll try to pitch around it. Maybe that's what Mike Maddox said to him.
And he got a breaking ball, tapped it foul right at home plate.
There are times that the catcher will look in the dugout in a situation like this. The manager, the pitching coach, simply just points to his own head and says, think.
Sure.
Think what you want to do in this situation. Think who's in the on-deck circle. And that curveball, a pretty good indication that Josh Reddick knows that he might not get a particularly great pitch to hit.
So another 3-2. Here it is. And that one's hit to right field. And that baby's gone. 7-3. The A's lead. Reddick with a 3-run bomb.
Well, we're seeing a smart hitter because Josh Reddick got a first pitch curveball, fouled it, and Vaz threw not a bad curveball, but down in the wheelhouse of Josh Reddick. Another 3-run home run for the Athletics. They have 5 this season, and Josh Reddick, the other one, Ventura, he got in Kansas City 2 weeks ago tonight. Josh Reddick, that was a great topper right there.
So a 6-run 7th inning.
It's not a bad curveball, Kite. It stays down. I take that back. Cut him belt high. So not down where I thought, but Josh Reddick got back-to-back curveballs. He knew he had unloaded.
Curveball in for a strike, 1-1.
Last night they scored 7 in the 8th. Tonight they've scored 6 in the 7th. Got 2 errors in this inning alone.
Beltre scoops this one up. And the inning is over, and the A's do major damage. They score 6 times. 6 times in the top of the 7th inning. The final 3 coming on this swing by Reddick. So 7th inning stretch coming up, 7-3, the A's lead. Post game and on Sportsnet Central all the way through the playoffs, and our coverage begins tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Rosmani, Rattle, Papa, St. JB, Feldy, and Curry with the coverage that you expect from the authentic home of the Warriors. So good luck to the Warriors. Western Conference semifinals, Memphis and Golden State, and that'll get started tomorrow. 7-3, the A's lead. They're at it again, and Reddick with the 3-run homer. Last night, 7 runs in the 8th inning. Tonight, 6 runs in the 7th inning. And tonight, it was just really a lot of weirdness.
Yeah.
And the A's got a couple breaks, and they took big time advantage. And mistakes by the Rangers and the ball hitting the umpire, all that added up to a 6-run inning for the Athletics.
Gentry stays in the game in left field.
Max Muncy is now at third base. Looks like Brett Lawrie goes over to second. He's got it.
Cap, I was thinking, as you had mentioned earlier about the Kentucky Derby, the big fight tonight.
Yeah.
It's kind of an odds day. What are the odds that a player gets hit on the base pass to end the game, and an umpire in the same day gets hit by a line drive?
That leads to a 6-run inning. Huh?
Exactly. I mean, I think your description was perfect. It could have been a triple play because both runners were moving, and the ball was going right to Odor.
Yeah, I mean, it was a double play for sure.
Yeah,
and
at least two.
That was not out of the question. If he catches that in the air, and I think it would have been close.
Both runners were taken off on the line drive, and I agree. And Jerry Meals just happened to move right in front of where it was going. So all that.
And listen, I mean, there's nothing Jerry Meals can do.
No.
It's just the rule. Once it hits the umpire, that's it. Everything stops, and there's not an out recorded anywhere because you really can't give it an out.
And watch Jerry Meals, a second base umpire. He goes where he's thinking the ball is going the opposite direction, and you see both base runners. Actually, Lawrie off first had stopped with a line drive, which is supposed to.
I think Lawrie would. Yeah, he would have been able to get back.
Yeah, but the runner from second had taken off, so it would have been at least a double play, catching the ball or on the ground. But it's just a great break for the Athletics.
1-1 the count to Leonis Martin. A 4-run lead now for the A's. So their bullpen will try to do its job.
All right, watch Lawrie at first base. The runner from second takes off, so there'd have been two there. And Lawrie went about a quarter of the way off and stopped. And Lawrie, of course, moves over to second. First ball is hit to him.
And he's got it.
But remember, with the Blue Jays, had he not been involved in the trade, we talked about it before, that the Blue Jays had talked about him moving to second with Josh Donaldson playing third, but Billy Beane insisted that Brett Lawrie be a part of the trade. And why not? You're giving up a very good third baseman. You want a major league third baseman in return. So Lawrie at third, but moves to second with the changes.
So now it's Andrus with one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Andrus 1 for 3. Prince Fielder to follow here in the 7th. Chris Bassett, and we're a little ways away from this yet, but he's got a chance to get a win.
Well, he's done a remarkable job out of the bullpen, and you talked to him, and one thing he said, I love to relieve. I've been a starting pitcher, but he says I'd love to come out of the bullpen and to have this kind of a long reliever, especially with Jesse Chavez in the rotation now.
Double action for the A's. Vado Terra, bullpen way out in left center field. And Andrus with the 1-out walk. So Pomeranz issued 1 walk while he was in there. Bassett, that's the first walk he has issued tonight. So with 1 out and a runner aboard, Fielder will hit, followed by Beltre. Anyway, the pitcher of record for the Rangers is Nick Martinez.
Maybe that's why he was screaming at Jordan Baker when he exited.
Again, there's still time in this game. Prince Fielder, a single and a run scored in the first. Fly out to left, ground out to short. And now it's 2-0. So Fielder's balls tonight have been up the middle or to left field.
Well, unfortunately, all of a sudden, Bassett and not Kurt Young's going to visit with him because the youngster is not able to find the plate, kind of all over the place. And that's a dangerous sign because you start making mistakes, falling behind to power hitters. One swing of the bat could be dangerous.
So Kurt trots back to the dugout. And with two guys ready in the bullpen, Bob Melvin's not going to wait around too long with Bassett.
I think you're right. Kurt Young probably was just asked by the skipper, call down and see if they're ready.
And you know what? Everything's under control out in the A's bullpen because Scott Emerson's out there.
That's right. Emu.
There he is. See, everything is under control.
Right. He's got his lineup card. It said, "This is who you're going to face. The phone call is here, and you may be in fast."
He's been thinking ahead 3-4 innings.
Like right now. I think after 2 walks, after the A's have scored 6, not surprised that the skipper's making the move. And with Beltre, the right hander, that must be Dan Otero trying to get a ground ball double play.
So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up. It's your oil change, tune up, and brake experts.
Chicago White Sox 15,000 fans will receive a pair of A's branded mustache socks driven by Chevrolet. Get your tickets now by calling 877-493-BALL or visiting athletics.com/tickets. Baseball, apple pie, Chevrolet.
We'll figure it out. I know you will.
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Right?
That's right.
Well, the A's trying to get a double play ground ball. They'll turn to the sinker ball pitcher, Dan Otero. And Lola back in Miami, grandmother of Dan Otero, thinking, come on, grandson, let's get a double play ground ball. But Dan, if the sinker ball is working, Adrian Beltre could do exactly that. That's what the A's are hoping for after a couple of walks with 1 out.
So Andrus at second, Fielder at first. And a fastball to Beltre, and it's a strike.
But you don't want to pitch up in that zone.
So be careful up there.
No, that doesn't sink when it's up there. 4 for 7 against Dan.
Beltre is 2 for 3, a couple of singles tonight with an RBI. And that one hit high to right field. Reddick is drifting back, and he's got enough room, and he makes the catch. And Beltre did not miss that by a lot. It was pitch up and away, and it just got underneath it.
In fact, you have to wonder about the jet stream that's no longer there. And ball to right field, we've seen in the past before the last at least couple of years. Balls, kind of chip shots to right field would go out. Josh Reddick played this one perfectly. Knew that the runner was going to attack and go to third. So now Blanks is up. And what a night he has had, the former Athletic. I'd stay away from it.
Single, double, homer, 2 RBI.
I'm going to go in the sinker down and in. That's a good location. That's what he likes to do with the sinker ball. Dan Otero does. Sinker down and in, then cutter slider away. And hopeful that if the two-seam fastball inside, the sinker is hitter will swing over it. Not that one.
This is what Blanks did in the 6th inning.
88-mile-an-hour changeup, and that's BP speed for a hitter, and especially for Blanks, who does not stride much.
Well, 1-1 the count. Anders now at third. Little flare to center, and that's going to drop for a hit. Kyle Blanks is 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs, and the inning continues. It's now 7-4 with Andrus coming in to score.
Well, they all count. Unfortunately, got jammed, and Dan Otero kind of hoping the ball would go far enough, and Bob Melvin's going to turn to the lefty for Chu. And no chance for the speed of Billy Burns, and what a night for Kyle Blanks.
So we got another pitching change. Abad coming in to face Chu. 7-4, he's leading.
When the A's take on the Chicago White Sox. Fans will dress up as their favorite superheroes. Music from iconic shows and movies will accompany the show. Fans can watch from the outfield grass, but you know, as always, all infield capacity is limited. Get your tickets now at athletics.com/fireworks. And if you want to watch fireworks, you have to go to the Coliseum because they are the best.
6 this
Six
year.
of them. That's the first of 6. First of 6 fireworks.
Remember the good old days when it was 4, now it's 6.
Yeah, there starts on the May, and I think there's 2 in the month of July. So
great, it's fun.
Fernando Abad, and you know the thing about Abad, Cap, what we've seen since the home run he gave up to Calhoun in Anaheim, the curveball has not been thrown sharply. You do not want to hang a curveball to lefty. He's a specialist left-handed pitcher. Throw the curveball hard. If you throw it.
Interesting, and yeah, you noticed it right away.
Yeah, and just ever since then. I mean, he walked Calhoun on a 3 one curveball whenever the Angels came to Oakland, but Fernando Abad, he just cannot try to throw the curveball slowly.
And now it's 2-0 to Chu. On deck is Chirinos, obviously a right-hander. And there is action. Scribner is throwing. So Abad's got to get Chu. He pours a fastball in there first strike. So now the count 2-1.
Really interesting all night in this series so far. They have been working Chu inside, lefties and righties, in. The ball he hit to straightaway center for the double was a fastball.
So Abad, the 2-1 pitch is hit high in the air to right field. Reddick going back. He's near the wall. He leaps and it's gone.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? Shin-Soo Choo with a 3-run homer, and we're tied.
Jeez. Wow. Six in the top. They go fastball in, belt high, missed with the location, and he did not miss this one. Okay, you know the one thing, Bob Melvin's going to go to the bullpen again, but hitters are smart that if you stay one zone and you make a mistake, they eventually look. You look at a Beltray, you look at a Chu. These guys are smart enough hitters. Fielder, and you can say just barely made it, but that's all it needed. Wow.
So it's getting a little crazy in Arlington, folks. We got a new game at 7-7. Pitch.
Well, they wanted it outside and low. It stayed towards the middle of the plate, belt high. And Chu, they pay him a lot of money, and he earned it on that one swing. And there's a very, very horrible pattern developing here for the Athletics. And this is the third time that I can think of that close for Reddick and just over his glove. But that's the third time, really almost in the past week. The A's have scored big, and the pitcher's gone back out and walked batters.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So 2 walked by Bassett, came to score. This is after the first fly ball out to Brett Lawrie. Walk, fly ball, RBI hit, 3-run home run.
And here's Scribner, who faces Chirinos. Yeah, that's a good call. The walks to Andrus and Prince Fielder with 1 out, both scored.
And really, that was a total of 9 pitches, 8 balls. And Bassett had a chance to go through, and Rangers were done. After what happened in the top half of the inning, they were done.
Yep.
And they just got back to life that quickly. So a 3-run home run gave the A's A 4-run lead and a 3-run home run by the Rangers tied the game. And Nick Martinez is off the hook.
So really, this is one of the craziest innings.
Yes, that's true.
Top and bottom that you'll ever see. 6 in the top, 4 in the bottom. And Scribner strikes out Chirino's side, retired. So 4 runs for the Rangers. So we're going to the 8th inning. Put your seatbelts on, folks. It's 7-7.
Three-run home runs. Josh Reddick, a hanging curveball from Bass. That made it a 4-run game. All A's are happy until this happened with Shin-Chu. A 3-run home run to tie it. 4 in the bottom of the 7th. Only 2 hits. A bloop base hit. A broken bat jam by Blanks and a 3-run home run by Chu. And we are all back to even. Matter of fact, exactly where it started last inning, an error by Elvis Andrus to start the 6-run 7th inning.
So Anthony Bass back out there, hoping things are a little cleaner for him, but the A's will try to grab the momentum back.
Jerry Mills feels better.
That's true. He's off the hook. Sort of, kind of. For 1-2 now to Davis. And Caleb throw. He pitched last night. Bass did not pitch last night, so I'm sure Bannister just trying to, would love to get one more inning out of him. And 2 pitches, a fastball high.
Cap, as I look at my scoreboard in the 7th inning, as you mentioned, 10 runs on a total of 5 hits. 3 by the A's, 2 by the Rangers. Errors and walks contributed to the other runs. So a dugout of the Rangers that at one time when Blanks hit the home run saw Jeff Bannister, big smile. And then that look of, oh no, and then back to the smiles again. And as the A's 9 batters to the plate last inning, top of the inning, Rangers sent 7.
And that one is right there. Good pitch by Bass. And Mike Davis knew it. And on the outside corner.
Well, it was perfectly thrown, and after all the curveballs in the dirt, went right after him. And a perfectly, it's not just a throw him down the middle fastball, right on the corner. Ike Davis knew it. Not much he could do except be angry, heading back to dugout.
And here's Laurie. Laurie now playing second base. He's 2 for 3, couple of singles and a run score. You know, this game, Ray, is like those games 10-15 years ago in this ballpark.
That's
and
right.
The A's and Rangers used to have some dandies here.
Let's see, this is May the 2nd. Cinco de Mayo, many years ago, was one that the A's would like to forget.
Well, I was not with the A's, but back in the 90s. But if you played a 3-game series here, you were going to get one game that was completely crazy.
That's right. Yeah.
And just hold on.
Yeah.
I can remember watching games from down here and then leaving for an hour and a half and coming back, and it was still fun.
That's right. That's when it gets hot. Right now, it's reasonable as far as the temperatures. It's cool.
Andrus charges. He's got it. Throws on the run just in time to get the hustling Laurie. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Well, Bass trying to get one more out. Well, Max Muncy will hit for the first time. First pitch to Muncy is a fastball low. Muncy in the game now playing third base.
I was telling us last night, Keller, Texas, about 28-30 miles away. I asked Max Muncy, I said, how far it is? About 10 minutes. He said, freeway driving. I'm thinking, 28-30 miles, as John said. I said, you're driving that fast, huh?
Went to Baylor, Max Muncy.
Well, his boyhood idols were pretty good guys, and Jim Thome and Jeff Bagwell. You know, Texas boy. Said his dad was born in Cleveland, so he liked Jim Thome. And I said, well, you have the patience of Jim Thome.
A little bit, yeah.
I said, if you can hit 600 home runs, then you're in his category as well. Still looking for his first. Got his first major league hit. Big walk last night. Playing third tonight.
Here's the pitch, and that's drilled toward right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Bounces in front of Chu.
It's got an idea, doesn't it? Amazing. Hanging curveball and stayed right on it. And solid base hit to right field. His second big league hit. Maddox going out to visit with his pitcher.
And Stephen Vogt comes out to hit.
And I thought with the A's scoring 6 in the 7th that would take away this possibility, but Stephen Vogt, I'm sure, always ready and not concerned about needing a full day off tonight to play tomorrow. Probably could have played tonight. As Fegley hit that pitch. Let's hope he's okay. Just thinking that as Sam Fall now comes out also. Remember, you said last night only one left in bullpen, and he's out.
He is out. And the A's with only one lefty too, and he is out. A bomb. So 2 outs. Muncy at first, and let's see if Stephen Vogt can do some damage. Vogt, 348, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. He was 1 for 3 with a walk, RBI, and a run scored last night.
Kappa is thinking about last year. Of course, the A's had 4 catchers, never an issue with something might happen. But this year with only 2, who's the emergency? Who's the guy to be able to go behind? Because right now Fegley's out, Stephen Vogt in, and of course we hope everything remains okay for him to stay in the game. Muncy was a catcher in high school.
That may be the guy.
And just learned that today. He caught his junior year in high school. Of course, then became third baseman, first baseman, outfielder.
And we sort of chuckle about Oh, the third catcher. But really, you have to have somebody.
An emergency, exactly.
That is on call.
Exactly. Because you just do not want something to happen, but should it happen?
In the last couple of years, you always had Donaldson, worst case scenario.
Yeah.
He could go back there and catch a couple of them.
Stephen Vogt with a count of 3-0 and taking pitches like he knows everything that's coming. Even the 3-0 fastball.
So now the count 3-1.
But outfield, Martin in center, very deep.
And there's the walk. So the A's with a 2-out rally. None of the pitchers in tonight's game want to do anything easy.
And Sam Fall's going to pinch hit for the pinch hitter who pinch hits for the second baseman.
That's the first walk issued by a Rangers pitcher. So all the extra players have been used.
American League, you can always look at the DH as the possibility. You could eliminate the DH and put him in a defensive position if you had to. But now the infield comes in, or the outfield comes in center field because of the go-ahead run being at second base. That is Munson.
First pitch to Sam is a strike with a fastball. .32 pitches now for Anthony Bass. Left field, Smolinski playing shallow, and that saved him there. So Fold hit it right on the button. A's strand a pair, bottom of the eighth coming up. It'll be Smolinski, Odor, and Martin. 7-7 game. This game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. That's all you really have to do, folks, is look at the 7th inning. 10 runs scored. So we're tied 7-7. 7-9-0 for the A's. 7-11-2 for the Rangers. 2 costly errors by Texas. Pomeranz hit hard a little bit. Martinez was pretty good. But both guys long gone. It's now a bullpen game. And Kyle Blanks is 4 for 4. With 3 RBIs. That's right. That's the Kyle Blanks that used to play with the Athletics. So Evan Scribner stays out there. Scribner got the final out of that 7th inning. And the Rangers scored 4. So the changes, Stephen Vogt is now the catcher. Fold is in left. Remember, Muncy is at third and Laurie is at second.
And a pinch hitter for Smolinski.
Indeed. It's Carlos Peguero. He of the I will not get cheated swing. He lets it rip, folks. So Peguero, lots of power, does not have a home run this year. So Odor to follow, and then the top of the order, Martin, here in the bottom of the 8th inning. There's that big swing, and it's rolled foul.
And he takes a big swing on the hanging curveball. You just hope that he beats it in the ground, which he did. This is a swing, folks. Stand up a little bit. Drop the legs and lift off.
Fastball away, so 2-2 the count. It's been Pomeranz, Bassett, Otero, Abad, and now Scribner. Alvarez, Cook, Clippard, the 3 relievers who have not been used. Scribner has run the count full. Rangers have stranded 6 through 7 innings. These have stranded 5 through their 8 innings. 3-2 pitch, a fastball right down the middle, and Peguero took it. What could you possibly be looking for?
As hard as he swings, it looks fastball. He starts. And that's simply a hitter guessing with 2 strikes instead of saying, I'm going to gear up for a fastball. If I get it, fine. If I don't. That's hard to believe.
So here's Odor with 1 out. Fastball close, bit inside. Muncy even with the bag at 3rd. Full to shallow and left. Burns and Reddick deep in center and right. Odor is 0 for 3 tonight. On the ground to Davis, who scoops it up. And that's the 2nd out. So Odor now 0 for 4. Crowd tonight, 32,207. I believe there's a concert.
461 dogs.
461 dogs.
Thank you, John.
Not hot dogs, regular dogs.
John counted all the dogs. As they were walking around the warning track, John's going 1.
It's a good stat guy. There's supposed to be a concert coming up after the game, I believe. Curve and waved at by Martin. I thought there was like a fake dog, a stuffed animal, but it's not.
Curveball called by Stephen Vogt. Throw it hard in the dirt. Nope. Hit the dirt, but not close enough to swing it.
Best dog of the night? That's our guy right there. He's really sleeping right now.
He's looking for a nacho that the kid to his right's got.
And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and a good inning for Scribner. So he's faced 4 hitters, struck out 3 of them, and we're moving to the 9th. All knotted up at 7. Tomorrow, these two teams will wrap up this 3-game set. Sonny Gray, Giovanni Gallardo. That's a rematch from opening night at the Coliseum. Coverage begins at 11:30 tomorrow with A's pregame live, and then complete A's coverage every night on Sportsnet Central. And also check out csncalifornia.com. The home of A's baseball is Comcast Sportsnet. So will the A's be going for the sweep? No. This one is getting too wacky to even think about predicting. Neftali Feliz comes in. He's the closer. 13 hits and 5 walks in 9 1/3 innings. And he was not sharp last night.
Just thinking about Sonny Gray and Gallardo. They probably left an hour ago. And they're going to wake up tomorrow morning and look at paper and go, what the heck happened last night? While we were away, all that was going on.
Yes. Feliz 2/3 of an inning, couple of hits and a run last night. He threw 15 pitches. And he faces Billy Burns. And Burns, a line drive base hit right field. First pitch and Burns singles, and he's loaded with speed, so that's the good news.
Just like he did it in his first at bat, first pitch hitting by Billy Burns. And again, over the head of the second baseman. So Bob Melvin did not hesitate. Called him up and put him in. He's had a productive night. Scored a couple of runs.
So here's Simeon. Beltre in on the grass.
Well, they're in on the grass expecting the bunt, but Feliz does not have particularly good move to the plate. Takes a long time. So Billy Burns might get a chance to show off his speed and try to steal second.
Simeon checks his swing, and Andy Fletcher said you went around.
You know, it's amazing how some umpires will look at his bat when he stays back. See if he goes through with this one. That time he did. But there are times where he'll keep the bat down low and not go through with it.
So 0-1 the count. Reddick to follow. Quick throw. Burns gets back. Burns, good lead. Bluffs going, and the pitch is outside. So 1-1 the count. Good cat and mouse game here with Rangers trying to figure out what the A's could do. He's not running, and the ball's popped up. Left side playable. Beltre. Foul territory, grabs it, and that's out number 1.
Ball ran in on the hands of Marcus Semien. Watch the ball run in. He tried to pull the hands in, but he didn't have to with the count 1-1. But sometimes a hitter will do that. Almost try to protect.
So here's a very hot hitter in Reddick. 2 for 4 tonight with 4 RBIs, including a 3-run homer. Funny watching Feliz now, Ray. I mean, obviously a much different pitcher than he first came up. Doesn't throw nearly as hard, but a good left-handed hitter. He just doesn't have a lot of velocity, and the slider is not as sharp as it used to be. And there's a shot, center field base hit. Reddick is hot. So a fastball straight right down the middle, and Reddick lines a single to center. And Reddick 3 for 5.
And you're right about the fastball, and that ball tailing a little bit away, but Josh Reddick unlike the curveball he hit for a 3-run home run his last at bat. And Billy Burns was not running. As hot as Josh Reddick is, had Burns successfully stolen second, they would have walked Reddick.
Yeah, that's true.
And Billy Butler would have gotten the opportunity. Gets it now with first and second. Same situation. So time for Billy Butler to come through. And worst case, hit the ball in the air, because a ground ball is almost assured to be a double play. So Billy Butler very capable of driving the ball to the gap. See if he can do it this time.
Good time to break the slump for Billy Butler. I can't think of a better time. So 1-0. Butler is 0 for 4. And keep a close eye on Byrne. Not a bad idea. Odor kind of hanging around second base. Ike Davis, the on-deck hitter. Butler got a hanging slider and hit it high and foul into the sweet level. Phillies, the fourth pitcher of the night for Texas.
Taking a little bit off of this pitch, and Billy got it a little bit late, and unfortunately it goes into the seats.
So that time Phillies made a good pitch, decent velocity, and came in on Butler at 94 miles.
And it was a ball. It was out of the strike zone, similar to the one that Simeon hit. And remember, Brett Laura was telling us last night how he quick pitch.
Yeah.
He did it that time to Billy Butler. And so as Laurie said, not only trying to figure out what he's going to throw, but how quickly he's going to deliver it.
Fastball fouled straight back. That one 93 miles an hour.
I don't know that he swung at a strike in this at bat. Maybe he's recognizing the pitches.
So another 1-2. Here it is. There's a shot right field, but Chu is there. He's got it, and the runners have to hold. Good at bat by Billy Butler, and he did exactly what you should do with the pitch. Yep. A line drive, but right into the glove of Chu.
Oh, just any place. Could have sliced a little bit more as a hanging curveball, slider. And good idea going that direction, but unfortunately right to the right field.
So here's Ike Davis. Davis is 0 for 4, reached on an error and scored in the 7th. Teams need a big hit from Davis. Odor, the second baseman, is about 15 feet out onto the grass. First pitch, outside corner strike with a little slider.
I would not think that Ike Davis is going to do what he did last at bat. Take a 3-2 fastball outside corner. That's a back door breaking ball. Not a bad one to take. Did Peguero go into left field?
He did, yes.
Left field, all right. So not as good of an outfielder.
Not close fastball there.
And probably not playing as shallow as Malinsky would. Well, last night, Phillies came in and tried to save the game. Tonight, trying to come in to get the A's out in the top half of the inning in a tie game.
And another breaking ball, and Davis fouls it back. So now Ike's behind in the count, 1-2. Go for a little walk. And the crowd is getting into it. Over 32,000 tonight. Chirinos wants it low. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball that was high. He tapped his glove on the ground, which sometimes is a signal to keep the ball low.
I'm thinking last night or tonight we've seen Phillies throw too many down to the point that Chirinos has had to block everything direct, been hanging, which is not a very good thing for a pitcher to do.
2-2 pitch, and good spoil job by Davis. Quite a ball game tonight here in Arlington, and the outcome is still up in the air.
All those guys on the bench, most of them are just observers now, cheerleaders, because they're all out of the game.
Yep. A's do not have any more position players. Rangers still have Adam Rosales, Delano DeShields, and Carlos Corporate. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. He got it on the inside corner. And Davis strikes out. A's strand a pair. So the bottom of the ninth is coming up from Arlington, and we're all tied up 7-7.
Double off of Blanks. That will keep his hit streak alive. Stretch it into a double. Hanging curveball. A 3-run home run. At that time, the A's with a 4-run lead. And then a base hit solidly hit up the middle for a base hit. He's a little bit upset at first base about something, and we could only assume it was Billy Burns. Maybe not attempted to steal, but I think had he stolen, they would have intentionally walked ready because he's so hot. Couldn't have gone to third on the base hit to center field, so we just have to wait and find out. But Josh Reddick on the player of the game very deservedly as Ryan Cook comes on the bottom of the ninth inning and trying to do what he's very capable of doing, throwing good strikes, good sinkers, hard sliders.
And he gets the heart of the order. Andrus, Fielder, Beltre, and then if anybody gets on, Kyle Blank. So that's the challenge for Ryan Cook in the bottom of the ninth here in Arlington. He is the 6th pitcher of the night for the Athletics. First pitch to Elvis Andrus, a slider, just missed outside. Andrus a ground out, a double and a run scored, a strikeout, and a walk and a run scored. Bunted, and it's bunted foul. Muncy hugging the line at third and playing about even with the bag.
Thought maybe Andrus was taking a strike, trying to get something started, but had a pretty good fastball to hit after Cook missed with the first pitch slider.
Slider, a little flare down the right field line. Davis going into foul territory. Nick Davis has it.
Good sliders thrown by Cook, and good fastball. Saw Ryan Cook very upset in his last outing at the Coliseum. That was following a 1-2-3 first outing. It's the Astros winning his first called up. Good play by Ike Davis, because not enough foul territory down the right field line. He was able to cover it.
So here's Prince Fielder. Fielder, a single and a run scored in the first. Fly out to left in the third. Ground out to short in the fifth. And then he walked and scored in the seventh. So he scored a couple of runs tonight. Who got one to hit. He popped it up. And Vogt's going to run out of room.
Definitely got one to hit. You're right.
Fielder 3 for 7 now in the series, and that's the pitch. He actually hit it off the end of the bat. He was out in front.
But like you said, he look like he's going to hit it 9 miles, or wants to hit it 9 miles until it gets to 2 strikes. And that was a pitch to hit it maybe 8.5 miles.
Off a Cook. Simeon quickly to first. Not in time.
That's a challenge. I think they'll look at that one. Bob Melvin coming out. And I think he's going to have Adam Roden quickly look, because I think a lot of times a play like that may be called because the way the ball hit off the pitcher. And then a nice recovery by Simeon. He hit the middle of the bag. I think they're going to let it go at that. But he did hit the middle of the bag, which is surprising. Unfortunately, it didn't hit the foot of Ike Davis.
So the A's will not challenge it. It's a hit for Prince Fielder, and I tell you what, he can run.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And he was
smelling the hit.
He is hustling big time. So a 1-out single, and now it's going to be the pinch runner Delino DeShields. And here's Beltran. And DeShields had a big lead and a big lead.
Now Bob Melvin out again to look and see if they're going to look at that one. Yeah, Ryan Cook has to stay off the dirt. Well, you check the hand and quick tag, but although the tag was there, just it wasn't a matter of the hand. If he got it on the bag, and evidently enough and not conclusive enough to challenge it. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that didn't look good.
That was a pitch out, folks. That was a pitch out. And that's a dangerous pitch out, because that was almost a wild pitch out. Both went out and had to reach back down and could not believe he even caught the ball.
So 1-0 to Beltran. Runner goes. Ball's hit high in the air toward Reddick and right. It's in the ballpark. And Reddick has it.
No. He was just going to make sure he caught the ball, which is a good idea.
See, that's a spot, Ray, and we've talked about this a lot. If you're Beltran, you can't swing.
Got to let him go.
You have to let him try to steal second base.
That's a jump, but he went head first slide. He didn't know where the ball was. He was straight stealing, and I think he was shocked as anybody that Beltran was swinging at a pitch. And Beltran's trying to tell him to get back and get back to first base, because he got deked at second with a head first slide. But Beltran should have been saying, my bad.
Just let him try to help you. Get him strong.
And you know, the high home shot that we had, you could see the jump that Shields got. And Ryan Cook, while he throws hard, good sinker, good slider, he does have a tendency to take a little time. See the high leg kick? And you could see as the ball got to the plate, the Shields was halfway to second. And the pitch was down low. They're going to look and see if he retraced the bag at second base. When he slid head first across the bag, did he retouch second going back? That's the only thing it could be. And the key, he slid to the bag? And when he got up, did he touch the bag going back? Watch as he goes into second. He was straddling. Yeah, see Simeon pointing the bag. He straddled the bag going back. Now are they going to look at it? Maybe not. Oh, they're going to tag. They're going to step on. They're going to appeal to second base that he didn't tag the bag going back, which means he had to. Yes, don't watch it. So they're actually with two things.
We're not done yet here,
though. Yeah, they're bringing it out to challenge. Head first slide. See, as he crosses the bag, he gets up and he's stepping on the ball. He's all over.
Well, his right foot was right on top of the bag.
Yeah, it was on the bag.
I don't know. He slid onto the top of the bag, and then his right foot
stepped on it,
and then his left foot kind of went behind the bag.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because it might have looked like he had straddled it, but New York must have been asking Jerry Mills, what are they challenging?
Yep.
It'd be like I mean, he was straight stealing. Hit the bag.
So right there, his right foot is on the bag.
Yeah.
You watch his right foot. Steps on the bag.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. And Fletcher, first base, shrugs. I don't know what to do.
So when it's all said and done, he's safe. So we'll get back to action with DeShields at first. 2 outs for Kyle Blanks.
I think Bob Miller is hoping to get a call because he figures he's going to try to steal again. I mean, it'd be a logical thing to do. He's in there to steal a base, of course, to provide speed, but now they're 2 outs. Beltre didn't allow him to steal. Another big lead at first.
First pitch to Blanks. He's inside, and I know you're saying, well, Blanks, he's got power. I just think spots like this, you gotta try to steal.
Absolutely. It's probably why Josh Reddick was upset with Billy Burns that he didn't attempt to steal.
That's legitimate.
Yeah, and two hitters up, and he didn't. You know, and what happens too, that as a hitter, if the runner has a green light, which most base stealers do, the hitter doesn't know. So he's up there thinking, I got to take a couple of pitches, let him try to steal. Then you put yourself in the hole.
Not running, and there's a strike. So the count 1-1. Blanks, 2 singles, a double, a homer, and 3 RBIs. A huge night, career night for Kyle Blanks. Shu is the on-deck hitter. Shields not running. That's hooked foul. So now Cook is ahead in the count 1-2.
In a situation like this, you have the outfield playing very deep, trying to cut off any possible extra base hit because the runner's at first. If he's at second, you play shallow, trying to throw him out at the plate. But that's the difference of a runner being at first and second, and Shields not attempting to steal with Blanks at the plate.
Pitch out, and now it's 2-2.
I think we tipped it that time. The base stealers can watch a pitcher, watch a catcher, and anticipate a pitch out when they see him move out that quickly.
Shields runs this time, swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider. So we're going to extra innings in Arlington. It's a 7-7 game. Bay Area, an hour before every game, and post game, and on Sportsnet Central all the way through the playoffs. Coverage begins tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. You don't want to miss it, folks. Pre and post and Sportsnet Central. The Western Conference semifinals get underway tomorrow at Oracle. Wish the Warriors good luck in that round. So Laurie to lead it off for the A's. We've reached extra innings in what has been a crazy game. A's are 0-3 in extra innings. Rangers are 1-1. Keone Kela is the new pitcher for the Rangers. First pitch, a high slider called a strike. There's Kela's numbers. 13th appearance, so he's pitched a lot in the early going. This is game number 23 for Texas.
Relievers have a chance to pitch a lot, just because there are very few complete games in the specialization of the bullpens, and they get an extra innings with a lot of pitchers being used. Then you have to look for somebody who could go some distance.
0-2 pitch. Popped up, should reach the seats, and it will. Kela pitched an inning last night. He pitched the 9th inning. This appearance, his 13th, gives him the lead in the American League in games pitched in the early part of this season. Muncy to follow, and then Vogt. Laurie checks his swing, did not go.
I always think about a team that plays on the road. Of course, a team at home will use their closer in the top half of the 9th inning, for example, with Phillies, and try to get the last at bat and win the ball game. But the closer's out because he usually goes just one inning. So the A's still have their closer in Tyler Clippard, although one of their better pitchers in Evan Scribner has already pitched an inning and a third, did very well. So I see a manager with that lineup card. He's always constantly looking at it, see who's available, who maybe the other team might use. Sure. And in the case of Bannister, he's looking at no extra players. Tyler Clippard is loosening up, and maybe this is just standing around, hopeful that the A's can score a run. He could come in and try to finish it in the 9th.
High fastball, 95 miles an hour, and Laurie swings and misses.
Out of the strike zone, but still saw the heater Thought he could catch up. Could not.
So 1 away, and here's Muncy. Keone Kela was the 12th round pick of the Rangers in 2012. So not a lot of minor league time for this right-hander.
Now that's the matchup right here because Muncy also was drafted 12th.
That's right. Good call.
And
first time 3 years in the minor leagues.
Yeah. So not a lot of time. Jumped on the first pitch, which we have not seen that from the young man.
Coming right at him with 95 miles an hour. Caleb pitched against the A's in that opening series, and I don't remember him throwing 95.
No, but I do remember when he threw his first pitch in Major League Baseball, he got the ball back and he threw it out.
Right. He wanted to make sure that it was authenticated.
Well, normally a catcher will do it. Stephen Vogt did it. He has done it with young pitchers coming up.
Sharp slider, and the count 1-2. Muncy had a base hit in the 8th inning. Hit hard into right field, the base hit. Chu hustling over. Muncy is going to try for 2, and Muncy is going to make it. A 1-out double for Max Muncy.
Kid keeps swinging like that. He's not going anywhere. Wow. Pretty impressive first double, and this is a 2-strike fastball. Turned on it and shot it past blanks and enough down the right field line, hooking, that he could go for 2. Testing the arm of Chu. That's a very quick swing by this youngster, and he was thinking 2 out of the batter's box. Made the turn. And a very impressive swing by Max Muncy. I bet every family member and friend from Keller, Texas that came to watch him still here. I bet nobody's left from Keller, Texas.
So Vogt takes the first pitch strike. Second at bat for Vogt. He walked in the 8th inning. So a chance to give the A's the lead. And Vogt, a liner into the glove of Banks, fires to second. Double play. So just like that, the inning's over as Vogt lines into a double play. So Muncy gets caught off second base. So bottom of the 10th coming up.
Wow.
double play.
Well, if the ball gets by blanks, Muncy's going to score easily. And when he was playing there, easy double play thrown to second base. Now, Cap, you look at that. If Muncy doesn't hit a double, he's at first. Blanks is holding him on. And Vo's ball probably hooks down in the corner, and he scores anyway.
Yep.
Just one of those things. He hustled into second with a double.
Or worst case, it's first and third.
Yeah, exactly. But got a little bit too anxious off of the bag at second, and that quickly doubled off.
So Cook out there for his second inning of work. He'll face Chu, Chirinos, and Peguero. So all three guys with power. Chu has the biggest hit in this game for Texas. A 2-out, 3-run homer in the 7th inning to tie up the game. They sit right field, and now we'll see if Chu tries for 2. He hits the bag at first. He will try for 2, and he'll make it standing up, and that's a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 10th.
It was hit so hard, Ike Davis didn't move. Again, a fastball in, whether intentional or not. And Ike Davis couldn't have gotten it, but there's the ball hooking down to the corner. Hit very hard, and there's your double.
So here's Chirinos. Corner infielders in. Thinking Chirinos is going to bunt. Pulls the bat back, and it's high. It's always an interesting dilemma for a manager as well, Ray, because bunt play, I mean, that's the conventional play, and it's a tag play at third, so it's tough to do. Some managers will say, you know what, I want to take 3 shots at winning the game with a base hit.
That's true.
And I'm not saying one is better than the other, but that's sort of the decision that the manager has to make. In this case, the Rangers first 2 times thinking about getting Chu to third with 1 out.
Well, this is kind of the textbook. Get him to third. Let the opposing manager make the decision whether he's going to walk the bases loaded or maybe pitch to 1 with first and third.
And he bunts it to the backstop. Now it's 2-1.
And he's trying to bunt the ball to third base, which from a right-hander standpoint is not that easy, because you have to angle the bat. You got the first baseman charging down the line, so almost forced to bunt the ball to third. Of course, that's ideally what you want to do, but Muncy has to hold his position in case Chu decides to run. Ike Davis not holding anybody, so he can just get on top of Chirinos.
And that one way up and in, not close, and now it's 3-1.
You know, the one thing you have to do as a pitcher, you have to allow him, if he's going to give himself out, up and out, you've got to give him a chance, and that wasn't even close, closer to his head than the bat.
Peguero, the on-deck hitter. Rosales and Corcoran are the 2 extra players on the Rangers bench. See what Chirinos does on 3-1. Bunting again, and not close. So Chirinos walks. So 2 on and nobody out here in the 10th inning. Well, this should be interesting. Peguero.
Here's a question. Have you ever bunted before?
I can't imagine Peguero's bunted a whole lot in his career.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that's why I brought up the Adam Rosales name, because, I mean, that's a guy that's more of a situational player and could get a bunt down. So we're not saying Peguero can't do it.
Well, that answer right there, I use the answer, no, 0. You know what? He might not be bunting. He might be swinging away.
Odor is the on-deck hitter.
If Ryan Cook gives him a fastball down the middle thinking he might be bunting, he may just go after it. Well, I'm going to try.
And that pitch is low.
Walks.
Well, Kurt Young's going to try to slow this thing down a little bit for Cook. We saw it last year, at the end of the year, Ray, with Cook, where he just sort of lost the strike zone a little bit. It was also one of the reasons why the A's in spring training said, got to figure this out in the minor leagues, right? So Peguero, one at bat against Cook. He hit a triple. He struck out looking in the 8th inning as a pinch hitter. So this is his second at bat. Showing bunt again, and the pitch is low, and now it's 2-0.
And you know, he may be up there squaring around with no attention whatsoever to bunt, making him throw a strike.
And if you're going to do that, you could waggle that bat out in front of home plate, try to be a distraction.
And the longer the at bat goes, the more likely is that Ryan Cook's going to throw one down the middle, and that's when he might be swinging. And that becomes a dangerous part of this at bat.
Not close. 3-0. R.J. Alvarez quickly throwing out in the A's bullpen. Trio pitch is not close. None of those pitches were really very close to being strikes, and Cook's in a heap of trouble now.
Bob Melvin said go talk to him because there's going to be a lot of talking. They're going to take him out, and Alvarez has to hurry. Hurry to get loose, because if Alvarez just got up, very close to that, you just do not expect a veteran pitcher to be this erratic with his control. But you're right, saw it last year, and unfortunately it surfaced again, not only tonight but his last appearance. And Bob Melvin can take the slow walk, and which he's going to do. And of course, it's really automatic because it's the second trip. But take as long as possible, and then Alvarez will get 8 tosses when he gets in here. That's assuming now he's going to take him out.
He may wait till Jordan Baker comes out to speed things up, and now he has made the call. So Cook pitched the 9th inning, gave up a hit with a strikeout, but things fall apart here in the 10th. The bases are loaded, nobody out, and the Rangers trying to win it. We'll be back. 10th inning. So R.J. Alvarez just brought up today. Second stint with the A's. He's going to face Odor, the left-handed hitter.
Now those outfielders are talking just like the infielders are talking, and they all should be saying, especially the outfielders, we have to move in very close because any deep fly ball is automatically going to score 2. A ground ball, you have to go to the plate to get the force out. So Fuld, Burns, and Reddick in the outfield. I'm sure Reddick's the veteran telling Burns and Fuld. And actually right now they're still too deep.
Odor tonight is 0 for 4. Chu is the runner at third. At this point, he's really the only runner that matters.
The problem here, Cap, with the depth of the outfielders, you're afraid of a ball, something like Blanks hit earlier and in that big inning.
First pitch to Odor just missed inside, but Alvarez, pretty good pitch, called the ball. So 1-0.
Started inside and I guess off the plate. Looked like it had the height.
Missed again. 2-0.
It looks like Stephen Vogt's having to move Jordan Baker again with his right hand. Baker umpire, and you see Stephen with his right hand kind of pushing him back because he wants to go inside with the target. Off the plate, goes left hand on his back, and
to a pitch off the glove of Semien, and the Rangers win the game. A hard hit ball. Marcus Semien dove to his left. He was playing in, and he got a glove on it, but it was hit too hard. And a wild one tonight in Arlington, and the Rangers win it in 10 innings by a final score of 8-7. So Semien just got a glove on it, but there wasn't a whole lot else he could do.
And actually, even if he catches the ball, probably could not have done anything with it, because Chu is going to go as soon as the ball hit the ground. And it would have been a difficult play to throw him out at the plate anyway. Good effort, but there's not much he could do.
So Odor wins it tonight for the Rangers. And a very frustrating loss for the Athletics as the struggles by the bullpen continued tonight. So it took 3 hours and 45 minutes in front of 32,207. And we played extra innings tonight. The final score in 10 innings. The Texas Rangers 8 and the Oakland A's 7. You've been watching A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California. Don't go away. A's Postgame Live with Brody and Carney starts right now.